This is a Miami Sports Music Podcast Network production. This is the #1 Miami fan morning show. Clock Blockers, let's go.
I know the whole city riding. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter collar. Whole squad been trained to go. Fence for life, we throw the folk. Singing this just to welcome bro.
Jimmy time, Jimmy time.
Time to grind, time to shine.
Butler time, Butler time.
To a time.
Butler, baby. Jimmy Butler. Bro. Number 8 seed beats a 1 seed. Oh my goodness. Winning time. That's what we do in South Florida, baby. We win. That's what we do. Shout out to the Miami Heat, baby. Let's go. Oh my God, I can't believe that they did it, man. What a crazy night for the Miami Heat. Good morning to my family and my Finlaws. It's also draft day. It's draft day. It's finally here. We have waited. Boy, have we waited. Draft day, baby. Draft day. Boy, we got it today. We got it today. McBuckets last night, draft night tonight and tomorrow night and Saturday. Boy, let's go. Let's go. Love it, man. Dirk, good morning from Germany to the Finns and Heat Nation. Boy, where are y'all watching from today? We got people watching from Germany today, baby. Let's go. Love it. Loved it, man. Oh man. Shout out. I'm stoked. That that shot last night with however many seconds left, 2 seconds left, and the inbound, and Jimmy just threw. I'm sorry. I haven't even gotten into the rundown. That's how crazy that shot was last night. I called Solo D as soon as the shot hit. And he's like, "Don't come back now, LeBron fan. Don't come back now." I was like, "Bro, that's a crazy shot." I mean, real talk, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody more locked in than Jimmy Butler. We're going to get into it in a minute. Good morning to my family and my Finlaws with a P. Family. That's right, my Finlaws. My name is Stephen D. You can follow me on all social media at Stephen D. SKPL. Spread kindness, positivity, and love, man. Seriously. Spread kindness, positivity, and love. Let's go. Miami Sports Music. You can follow us everywhere. Facebook, Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, you're missing a great follow, because Solo be putting up them stories after the games. By the way, little sneak preview, Solo D's coming on this morning just to talk crap to Knicks fans. That's going to happen here in a few minutes, actually. Solo D's coming on just to talk crap to Knicks fans. I might have to even let him get off the swear jar and be like, "Let's go." I don't know. Solo D's coming up to talk to Knicks fans. Could get a little crazy here in a minute. Hey, look, make sure y'all hit that like button on your way through the door, and also subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Okay? Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Seriously, it doesn't cost anything. You just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification tab, and then bada bing, bada boom. You know how it goes. So, yeah, make sure y'all do that. Seriously, it helps. It goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. If you want to sign up to become a member today, there are plenty of seats at the table for you. We would love for you to sign up and become part of. Everybody ready? You're going to say it with me? Family. That's right. We'd love for you to sign up and become part of the family today. There are plenty of seats at the table waiting for you, and we can't grow without your help. We want you here. We want you a part of everything. So if you want to sign up and become a member today, we'd love for you to sign up and become a member today. I'm going to drop the link in the chat here. And yeah. Hey, where's Alexander? Everybody wants to know. Hey, if y'all know Alex, make sure he's tuning in here in the next few minutes when Solo D gets on, because the next couple of minutes are for Alex specifically. Oh yeah, we coming for you, boy. We coming for all you Knicks fans. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm super stoked. I'm pumped up. You can help the channel grow by donating. Lots of different ways you can donate to the channel. You can use the YouTube Live Super Chat. The YouTube Live Super Chat is absolutely amazing. Why is that? Because it gives you, the fans, the opportunity to support the channel. We do a lot of great, wonderful, beautiful, amazing things here at the channel, and we can't grow without your help. So you know how we do it? This is how we do it, my friends. We take the channel, and we take the money you get from the channel, and we put it back into the channel. That's what we do. So your donations help. They go such a long way into helping the channel grow. So if you want to use the YouTube Live Super Chat or the YouTube Super Sticker, just click the $ below the bottom of the chat in the rectangle there, and your donations go a long way. If you don't want to use YouTube, you guys can use Cash App or PayPal, okay? Cash App is $MSM Podcast Network, or PayPal is also MSM Podcast Network, okay? If you guys want to give a big shout out to sponsors of the show, ZSM Sports. ZSM Sports is the #1 place to get your cars, jerseys, balls, and hard to find items. Make sure you follow ZSM Sports today. Okay. Make sure you all do that. And then obviously Tail Greeter. Download the app today on your current Apple or Android devices. Okay, make sure you download it. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and you get access to the best tailgates around. Okay, make sure y'all are doing that. All right, man, big show lined up for you today. Cameron will be on at 10. We're going to have a little baseball talk today, because I promised to my baseball fans we would. And we're obviously got to talk Miami Heat and Jimmy McBuckets. That's right, Jimmy McBuckets. We're even going to talk, dude. Yesterday, I thought the Bruins had it. I thought the series was over for the Florida Panthers. The game was 3-2 in the third, and I was wrong. The Florida Panthers scored a last minute or a last, wasn't quite the last minute, but a last second goal to tie the game up, to send it into overtime, and then the Florida Panthers won 4-3 to send it to another game. So staying alive, man. Stay in alive. It definitely goes such a long way into helping the channel grow. So man, I don't know, but we're gonna do it, man. We are going to do it. Hey, look, what's going on? Let me say hello to the people in the chat this morning because I'm waiting for Solo D to get on. Solo D said he's in the bank. He's getting money. I'm not going to tell you what bank, but he's getting money. So I don't know. He said, give me a few minutes. I'm in the bank, cuz. Okay. So I'll say hello to the people in the chat this morning. Who was number one in here this morning? Who was the first person to arrive? Marino's goat was. Marino's goat was number one this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to be first tomorrow? We're going to have to wait till tomorrow to find out. Flipside Fishing is in the building. Trucker Sean says, congrats on y'all's heat. Amicus says, Atlanta Braves 17-8. Man, bro. We're going to talk a little bit about that when Cameron gets on. It was a rough weekend for the Miami Marlins, dude. Rough weekend. Raul says, good morning to all. Good luck to the best morning show and the best place to follow the draft, Miami sports music. Let's go. Raul, I like it, man. I like the plug. And you know what? Now that I got you up here, let me just remind y'all to tomorrow night. That's right. Y'all see it there. It's going to be a good time, man. Look who we got. And there's still more people that could show up. The Fins tailgate, who, by the way, they're doing their own post-draft show. So once you finish up with us tomorrow night, you then go over to the Fins tailgate and hang out with post-draft coverage with them. It's going to be awesome. You got our boy TD Fins Talk. Dougley Do Wrong. We're dropping in on with him. That's going to be a good time. The Smoke Show is going to make an appearance. Nando Talk's going to be hanging out with me all night long. All night long. All night. Okay, sorry. Won't do it no more. And then we got Jason Sarney, who's going to be hanging out with us all night. Shout out to Jason Sarney. Let me tell y'all real quick. You want to talk about somebody on the squad? Jason Sarney's that guy. Okay. I'm going to drop something. I'm going to drop a link for y'all this morning. Seriously. So I get a text message this morning from Sarney. And he's like, hey, guess who made Yahoo News? I'm like, what are you talking about? And he sends me a screenshot. And I just put the link in the chat to the Yahoo News. Guys, look at that, cuz. Let's go. Your boy made Yahoo News. Talking about Stephen D. Yes. So I thought that was pretty cool. Talking about the Dalvin Cook rumors, and he made the article, and it was picked up by Yahoo News, and the link to the interviews on there. It's dope. It's dope as hell. So that was a pretty cool way to start out the morning. I was like, okay, we growing. We're doing big things here. We're trying. But yeah, man, we got Jason Sarney coming on. Go Time Dolph, the guys from across the pond. That's right. They're gonna be coming over. We got Dolph Fans United. We got Larry K coming over from Fanatics Fury. We got Lewis Sung from 5 Reasons Sports. Man, that's right, man. 5 Reasons Sports. Let's go. The touchdown with Doug Smith. Hopefully he'll be making a small appearance. Alex Dono, he's coming on. I got both the awesome, amazing people from Dolphins Talk. I'm talking about Biggie and Michael Vila. Big Michael. Let's go. Fins Take with CB83 will be on with us most of the night. That'll be a lot of fun. Or at least he'll be making an appearance, actually. He'll just be making an appearance, I think. And then we got 305 Sports Babe, who, by the way, last night was at a bar with her beau, with her boyfriend, and she was hanging out with Cuba Gooden Jr. last night. at the bar watching the Panthers hockey game. What? So, yeah, that happened. Could talk to her about that. Doll Freaky will be there. Miss Finn's Talk Network. And we got the Miami Fan Talk Network. And we even got, some new people to the crew. DSGC, who does a lot of, whatchamacallit, that gaming. He does a lot of gaming. He's a Dolphins fan. And he does Dolphins content too. So we're going to bring him on. So, and I'm hoping to get some more people. So almost every single person in the Dolphins YouTube community will be here tomorrow night. Almost everybody. Okay. So I'm excited, man. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Who else is up in this building today, man? Who else do we got up in here? Manza Chill's in the building. Dade County WAP says Jim Wick. I ain't mad at that. I like that. Let's go. Filthy Cat is in the building. Himothy Butler. Himothy Butler. Oh, man. Ross saved money on hotel rooms by letting Greer squander yet another first-round pick. There we go. Really? Don't be a hater this morning. Don't be that guy. I'm proud of the Heat, but the Heat always do. They win this, take the pressure off the Dolphins when the Dolphins can't win, and it's what they do. Draft day, no picks. It gets worse for us Fins. Oh, my God, Pete. Really? I had to deal with the Buffalo comment, and I don't want to deal with your hater comment, Pete. In your take. God. Don't be raining on my parade. I don't know. Anyways, who else do we got? We got a Cap for Life. Jimmy B. Bleeping Bucket, bro. 5 threes from Kevin Love. The Greek Freak said there's no failure in sports speech as well, but y'all still going fishing, dear heads. Oh, Cap for Life. You happy, ain't you? You happy about that Heat. Y'all see Josh Allen got a haircut for child support court? Bum. What? I did not see that, Trucker Sean. I guess I'll have to go check that out. Jose says, where's Alexander? Where's Alex, though? Where he at, though? Where he at, though? Where them Knicks fans at? They about to get this smoke from Solo D here in a second. Solo and Steven, the fact that Tom Thibodeau knows Jimmy Butler's game will be an issue, or is Jimmy bleeping buckets him? Jimmy is him, bro. Look, man, ain't nobody scared of the Knicks, okay? The Knicks were partying outside of Madison Square Garden last night like they won an NBA championship. Cuz act like you've been there before. Oh, wait, they haven't. It's their first playoff win since 2013, and then God knows when before that they won a playoff series. You think I'm scared of the Knicks? We ain't scared of no Knicks. We not. Not gonna happen. Not when Jimmy McBuckets is taking care of business. McBuckets, Himothy Butler, like it. Alex is shaking in fetal position at work. You don't want none of this heat. You don't want none of this smoke. Well, we can really use the puns with the heat and the smoke. We can do good this week. Alex has got to get all the smoke this week, y'all. Alex, be prepared. Be prepared. Good morning, Stephen D. I told you not to sleep on the Heat. You were right. I'll be honest with you. I had no faith that they were going to win the series. I didn't. Number 8 seed to a 1 seed, and especially how bad the Miami Heat dominated that series. And they dominated. Last night, do y'all realize last night there were 2 starters that are out for the rest of the postseason? Victor Oladipo, Tyler Herro. Right? And then they had 3 people foul out of the game last night. Starters. And they still won the game against the number 1 team in the NBA, not just the East. They had the best record in the NBA. I'm telling y'all right now, it was wild. Pete, affair of germs or need to arrange objects in a specific manner. All right, I don't know. Prediction against the Knicks, anyone? I'm guessing game 7 type series. We'll wait till Solo gets here and we'll let him say his prediction. Let's see here. Bowleg says we might be trading a first round trade and Christian Wilkins. I don't know about that. We're going to get into it this morning, though. There's a lot to talk about this morning. A lot that I want to get into from the standpoint of what are the Dolphins going to do? Where are they going to get in? And, what is it going to look like? So we'll have to see. William Ice Tray Perry. That's right. He's not the refrigerator. He's not the fridge. He's Ice Tray. Good morning, y'all. In his Creole way. Good morning, y'all. Roll Tide. I'm from Alabama. Sorry, William. Had to do it. Good morning, family. It's draft day. Let's go. Stephen, calm down. How many people read Yahoo News? It doesn't matter, Jose. It's a big deal for me, okay? Be happy for me, Jose. Morning, Stephen. Told you. Sad ain't winning another game this season, this series. Hey, you're right. Any reason there's more contact, no more contact creators in the show? Content, I think you meant content creators in the show. No more. I mean, everybody is welcome. I reached out to as many as I could that I knew wanted to be part of a united front, part of the family. But if you do not promote family or inclusion, I probably didn't invite you. Because we're all about togetherness here. We're all about family here. I don't care that I have 49 people watching right now, and I'm sure that if some people that might be, upset about it, might be like, oh, I'm not worried about a guy who barely can get 100 people watching live. It's draft day. TD Fins Talk is going live right now. There's probably a lot of people live. I'm not worried about it. And the 52 of y'all that are watching right now, let's go, baby. We'll get that number up this morning. We ain't worried about it. I'm a Clippers fan, but I love what the Heat. Vickin, I'm sorry about your Clippers, bro. I am so sorry. They just need to blow that whole franchise up. It's bad. If you're a Clippers fan, sorry. Sorry about your life, cuz. Bing bong. Sorry. Okay. That's how you win a first round playoff game. Learn, Dolphins, learn. Pete is 1000% correct. Amicus says, remember, one of those 52 is a Bills fan. Keep that in mind. I ain't mad at you. Trade back 4 picks in each of the last 2 rounds is not a winning formula. Need more picks. Trade back rounds 3 through 5. I'm more scared of a team full of Helen killers than booty cheek Knicks. What in the world? Y'all are funny, man. Love it. Is it true that Solo D has the record for most consecutive weeks on the R&B Worst 100 list? Boy, you Bills fans are something else. Just wait. I'm going to tell Solo you was talking about him. I'm going to tell him you was talking about him, cuz. Let's see here. Warriors of the Kings. That was a rough game last night. I wanted to see the beam. I wanted them to light the beam last night. Didn't happen. If you watch that Kings Warriors game last night, which I stayed up and did, the Kings are a great young team. There's a lot to be excited about with that team. But in the last minute, they took stupid 3-point shots when they weren't really going in for most of the game. Where if they had took it to the hole, they could have got some people in foul trouble, and that game could have ended very differently last night. But I think the difference between the Warriors and Kings last night was the Warriors' experience. That's it. I don't think that the Warriors were necessarily the better team, but experience plays a part in these things. And Sacramento's they're young right now. But I'm telling you, that's an exciting team. And if they make one or two other moves in the offseason, you better watch out. That's going to be a team right there. Okay. Dade County WAP says, I'm on your today, Alex. Hashtag heat culture. Filthy Cat, a 305 says heat and 5. Manalo says Creole or Cajun. I don't know what Ice Tray is. Stephen D, did you see UD about to put pause on them bug eyes Portis? Bobby Portis ended with the same amount of points Udonis Haslam ended with last night. 0. Love it. I loved it, man. Jose W says left TD's channel to come here, had to get some air. I'm not mad at you, man. Not bad at you. Steve, you the GOAT, man. 100. Got your bag, Steven. I ride with you, but I'm a Bulls fan. That's okay, man. The Bulls didn't make it. Feel free to jump on board and watch this train called the Heat make a ride to the NBA Finals. Heat in 5. Bing bong. I told you Warriors were going to win 4 straight. I told you, Steven. Bro, couldn't believe it. Can't believe it. Disrespectfully sweeping the Knicks, Teapot says. Solo D will be late to everything in life, just so you know. Just so you know, he will be late to literally everything in his life. TD is convincing everyone to jump ship. I'd much rather be here with you, big bro. We are here, Stephen D. Delusional to a hater be like, Finns need to learn from the Heat, yet will not let the Finns build a team like the Heat. That's a fact. How dare you disrespect me? Cajuns are just culturally appropriated white people that talk funny. Guys are great. Great, I tell you. They're great. All right. When Solo D gets on, y'all tell him how late he is, okay? Because that boy stays late. Stays late. Hey, Monday. Real quick, let me promote Monday. Monday, I'm going to have Kyle Krabs on. That's right. Locked On Dolphins, Kyle Krabs. Locked On Dolphins, Kyle Krabs, formerly of the Pro Football Network, and now doing a lot of draft stuff with Locked On. We'll be on Monday to recap the entire draft Monday morning with me. So that'll be good. I'm excited for that. That's going to be good times. Good times. I'm not going to sing for y'all. I'm not going to do it. I would never do that to y'all. I've never rapped and never sung on this show ever. Ever. All right. I'm gonna give Solo 2 more minutes, and if he's not here, I'm going on with the show. I said, hey bro, this is what we need to do today. I need you on at 9:40. It is now 20. He is now 20 minutes late, y'all. But he did tell me I need about 10 minutes in the banks. But now he's 10 minutes late off of his 10 minutes being late. But you got no excuse now, because now I just sent him the StreamYard link on his text, not through Facebook Messenger like I normally do. Okay. Cajun fries from Wingstop is fire, Manzachill says. But your dad jokes are okay. Whatever, Steven. Hey, bro, my dad jokes are fire. Don't get it twisted, Cesar. Okay. Kyle's good peeps. Yeah, man, I'm excited to have him on. It'll be great. Solo heard 10 o'clock, bro. Let that man live his best late life. That man will literally be late. This is bad to say, but he will be late to his own funeral. Like, I'm convinced Solo will be. Love the man. It'll be many, many, many years from now. But God. What are y'all doing tonight for the draft? Are y'all watching it tonight? Are y'all hanging out? Interested to know what you guys are doing tonight for the draft? Put it in the chat. Watch the first round somewhere, right? All right. Without further ado, Mr. Lateness himself from the bank.
Steven, it's 82 degrees outside, Steven. It's 82 degrees outside, and I still got my windbreak on. I still got my Miami Heat windbreak on with the Scully covering my ears, dog. It's hot outside. Give them context so they understand what's going on right now. It's hot. I don't have no business wearing this, and I'm wearing it.
Himothy Butler.
Himothy Buckets Butler the third. Himothy Buckets Butler the third. Say his full name. I'm seeing the people in New York. I'm seeing them. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of like it. What's the name of that page?
Alex, who watches the show, is a huge Knicks fan. Talk to Alex real quick.
Tell Alex I'm sorry to hear that, first of all right? Because we know how we don't know it much over on this side. You know what I mean? We 2 years out of the finals last year, Eastern Conference Finals, one shot away from the finals, you know? So we don't know the struggle like on the level that they know it. You know what I mean? But I can understand as a fan of some other teams what he's been going through. I haven't heard the Knicks name in like the last 37 years, and I'm not even 37. You know what I'm saying? That's how real it is, you know? So I can't imagine what Alex is going through. We're sending you love and healing energy. You understand what I'm saying? But I know you're feeling good right now. Y'all beat the – somebody was like, yo, somebody told me on Instagram yesterday, like, yo, we beat Cleveland.
They beat a LeBron-less Cleveland team. They beat a LeBron-less Cleveland team.
I said the Cleveland Cavaliers?
The Cleveland LeBron.
Y'all celebrating in the streets like that? I'm
bro, they
thought
they won the NBA Finals, guys.
Bro, they in the streets like they just – I'm thinking it's a parade, bro.
Dude,
they got Spike Lee moving like he's 25, bro. He out there breakdancing like it's 82. For the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Because Reggie Miller ain't playing. That's why he's so comfortable. He know Reggie ain't coming. That's what it is. But he don't know about Himothy Butler the third coming to New York to Madison Square Garden.
Buckets Butler the third. Steven, you got to say the buckets, bro.
Okay. Himothy Buckets Butler the
Somebody
third.
told me his name is Jimmy G. Butler, and the G is for get. Jimmy Get Buckets. He got a bunch of names. Pick one of. What's his name? Adam?
No. You're talking about the Knicks fan?
Yeah.
Alex.
Familiarize yourself with what's going on, man. Because I've been arguing with Knicks fans. Let's just get this straight right now. All right? Let's just get this straight. It's still not cold outside. I just got to keep this on, right? Let's just get this straight right now. The Miami Heat were a play-in team. I don't even know what the play-in is. We've never spoken that language before. It was beneath us, but we went on ahead and did it anyway, just to shut everybody up and let Atlanta in, who's up 2 games on Boston. Boston, I'm going to deal with y'all next. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was supposed to sweep that. I don't even want to talk to Boston fans right now either. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we let them in so they could do what they're doing right now. They beating them people up so they can go, you know, Boston and Philly could beat each other up and we go beat one of them, you know what I mean, to go to the finals. But that's later. Right now we're going to deal with this. I just want everybody to understand that this is an 8th seed team. Down 2 stars. Everybody hold up a 2 if you're at home. If you drive and keep your hand on the wheel. You know what I mean? But hold up a 2. We're down 2 stars. 1 starter. Vic's not a starter, but y'all know he's a starter. He has potential to be a starter. It's just how our roster's set up. We lost Victor Oladipo. We lost Tyler Hero early in this series. The Bucks lost Giannis. Yes. They whooped our ass the second game. So I don't want to hear that. They whooped us one time without him, right? We got to keep that real. They whooped our ass, and we're coming with another story, all right? That was a full, healthy team. The number 1 team in the NBA, not in the East. That was the number 1 team in the league. These people were on TV telling us they were going to sweep us. We might not get a game.
They had the brooms in Milwaukee. They had brooms ready.
Whoever brought a broom, they need to put them on community service detail and just make them go sweep around the city because I don't know what else popping in Milwaukee. No disrespect to Milwaukee, but you know what? Y'all just lost Aaron Rodgers too out there.
By the way, real quick,
they lost Aaron Rodgers too. They going through a lot.
Time out on your heat stuff. Real quick, can you get this bum Bills fan who's been talking about all of us, including you? He said, Solo D, congratulations on the 50 clicks on Spotify. Get this Bills fan. Get him.
Hey,
get him, man.
Listen. I'm going to tell you something about the Bills, man. Almost done counting is very true. But ask whoever that is to be honest with himself. You don't have to say it in the chat. Be honest with yourself. Go look yourself in the mirror. Don't even look at us. Look yourself in the mirror and tell me you weren't scared, panicking, sweating, heart beating from a third-string quarterback about to beat you at home in the wild card this year. Y'all's time is done. Your window's closed, homie. It's over. You see what we doing down here. And the 50 clicks, if you put one of them, then thank you for that click. Go click it again so we can get to 52. All right? Now check this out. Your time is over. You had that window. Now I'm going to give y'all number 2 just because I ain't putting the Jets up there. Y'all can be number 2 in the division.
Hey, do the Jets still suck?
How can the Jets not suck, Steven? Like, all they doing is giving us more arsenal. We're going to get 50. Hey, look, we're going to get 55 clicks on the Jet song this year. Like, they ain't doing nothing but giving us more arsenal, dog. So now it was already they lost the top 3 picks. I mean, they've been through 2 quarterbacks in the last 5 years, bro, that were top 3 picks, bro. I don't even know how we talking about the Jets right now. I was going to try to let them breathe.
Hey, have they been around? Hey, you've been around the world, and what do they say?
Bro, it's not even me. Like, if you go look at Miami Sports Music Instagram page, it was like a Saturday Night Live skit. No Dolphins fans around. This is not just Dolphins saying this, bro. This is known around the world, bro. The Jets suck. You understand? Okay. They did a skit. They were like, oh, they went back in time in the caveman era, and they found out that they used to have scoreboards, and they were like, oh, Mayans 24, Jets 0. Bro, that wasn't even a Dolphins thing. You understand? That dude wasn't even a Dolphins fan, so this ain't even us hating, bro. Everybody know the Jets suck. But I ain't even going to get on them right now because I want to know who this Bills fan is. Because you know what I'm saying? We whooped y'all ass at home. We almost beat y'all in December. You know y'all, man, I don't even want to get into that. I forgot about football. But that game in December, y'all had some very controversial calls where they gave y'all the advantage.
Yep, definitely sounded like the home team referees was in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Your people was throwing snowballs on the field and all that. Like,
they
man,
were throwing snowballs
Bills
and
fan,
other things on the field. What's up with that, by the way, Buffalo? What's up with that?
Bills fan, you know what? He's equivalent to the Knicks fans, all right? Congratulations to the Knicks on making it past the first round, right? Congratulations to Buffalo for being relevant for the last, 4 years or something like that. Bro, that's over. You had your chance. Same way you had your chance in the 90s, homie. You went to 4 Super Bowls and lost them. You can't win. Some things just don't happen. I don't care if it's been 50 years since we won. We won. We got Super Bowls. We got banners. And you know what we got. I don't even have to bring it up. That no other team has. So tell him I don't even thank you for the click in here. You know what I mean? Because now we got 56 clicks. Thank you for watching, homie. You know what I'm saying? But tell him get his mind right. Now back to my Miami Heat. You understand what I'm saying?
By the way, Stephen A. Smith this morning, who is a Knicks fan,
I'm on his ass. I ain't even tell y'all I'm in the studio. I ain't even tell y'all I'm in the studio. Hold on. Let me give y'all a little sample real quick. That's all y'all get. Just know I'm on his ass. I'm on Stephen A. Smith. I'm on Spike. I'm on whoever.
Make sure you say Alex. Alex, put Alex in the song.
Alex might get one.
Alex might be a Dolphins fan, but the Knicks still suck. Alex works at the T-Mobile store. He might be working right now.
Hey, man. Hey, man. It is what it is, man. Listen, Alex, the Bills fan. No, Alex family when it comes to football. You know what I mean? We do this. Like, first of all, let's get one thing straight. All right, because I got to go through this with college football a lot. If you a Dolphins fan, you family. All right, and I know it's all Dolphins fans here, minus that one. I ain't gonna call him a sucker.
Well, Amicus is a Bills fan
sucker,
too,
but I ain't gonna call him a sucker.
Amicus is there's a couple of Bills fans up here, unfortunately, or fortunately. I give.
Can we bring them on? Like, we appreciate it. You know what I mean? Because God said we only get 50 clicks anyway, so we appreciate y'all being here. But I'm just curious as to why. Like, I know, is it you, Steve? You just like they like you like that, right?
I'm kind of a big deal. I don't know if you know this or not.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I appreciate that. We appreciate the clicks, man, because like Buddy said, we struggling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, like, check this out, right? Long as you understand this one thing, dog, your time is over. All right? It's over. Stephon Diggs probably going to want to get up out of there, bro. Y'all are scrubs, bro. Y'all fold every time y'all get a chance to really get up in there. I ain't even going to lie to you. I thought y'all might have a chance to go to Super Bowl last year, and y'all let me down. At the beginning of the year when y'all beat L.A., the way y'all came out, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, this might be the year they go to the Super Bowl. Go to, because we know y'all ain't gonna win it, but I'm like, this might be the year they go to the Super Bowl. And y'all ain't do that.
Walt Dog 1234 says Miami gives better content. That's why they're here. Because we have better content.
What they gonna talk about in Buffalo? Like, what's going on right now? Anyway, no disrespect to Buffalo. Shout out to the actual.
No, all the disrespect to Buffalo. All the disrespect.
Nah, I ain't gonna disrespect nobody's city. That's people hometown and all that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna knock them like that. But like, come on, like you know what I'm talking about? Like, we got a team dominating the NBA playoffs right now. Miami keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? We got the Panthers. The Panthers beat the what's their
Boston
name?
Bruins. The Boston Bruins.
One team, look, we different down here. You understand? So I can understand why they gotta tune in and check the content and all that. You know what I'm saying? We still making the biggest offseason moves as the Dolphins. I get it. Y'all ain't got nothing popping. Like, what did they even do?
We not done.
No, we not done, man. So that's it, man. I just wanted to log in, man, and tell y'all to go to my Spotify.
You wanted to talk to the Knicks fans. I got you.
Huh?
You wanted to talk to the Knicks fans. Tell the people what you do after each and every Heat win on the Instagram stories. Tell them.
To be honest with you, I don't even know, bro. I'm in a twilight. I don't plan any of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, your content is great.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the Bills fans just donated $2 to the show. Says I got kicked out of all the Buffalo podcasts.
Then why don't you just come on here and come and join the squad, man? You know what I'm saying? Because if they're kicking you out, we'll make some room for you, bro. You're gonna have to get initiated. You know what I mean? We gotta teach you the game and all that and show you how to rock. But if you need a new organization, man, we might can take you in, man. We appreciate it, man. But listen, man, this is the thing.
Hey, hold up real quick, because I know you got to get out of here in a second. Somebody wants to say hello to you real quick.
Cam, Cam, is the sun out where you are?
I'm back home, brother. Yeah, the sun's out.
The sun's out, right? So I'm just trying to give context for the people that are not in South Florida right now. I have no business wearing this, but I ain't taking it off. You understand what I'm saying? It's the heat. We bring in the flames all year. All right? And that's
Dude.
it. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, man. Love to see you, man. Love to see you, Steven. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Solo. How many of them so-called Knicks fans come out of the woodwork towards you to this in the past 24 hours, man?
Can I be honest? I'm trying to figure out, right? These people have had their jerseys folded up in the bottom drawer underneath all the T-shirts you never wear. They had to pull them out, iron them, and they're just coming out of the woodworks right now, behaving like they've been here. I've heard nothing from Knicks fans in years. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden now I'm seeing all this orange and blue on my timeline and people in the streets screaming. What's I like that one show, I ain't gonna lie, the New York show where everybody's screaming in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody going crazy and all that. Like
the one with Spider-Man.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of wild. I like that.
Mikey said, "Bing bong, Heat in 5."
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad he said that. What does the bing bong mean? Because I thought somebody was getting slick on Instagram, but I didn't know what it meant. What does that mean?
Bing bong.
No, what is this clown in New York City? You just got to go out. It's politically motivated. Bing bong. It ain't worth your time.
Okay. Nah, I didn't know if he was trying me or not. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, I keep it sports, but I don't know if people want to take it like to another level. I don't play them kind of games.
The streets with these Knicks fans.
Yeah. Nah, I try not to, but people be thinking it's sweet and all that. But like, listen, no. So yeah, bing bong, whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Heat in 4, maybe. I haven't decided yet. I got to see how they come out Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be 4. It's gonna be 5 though. But yeah, man, it's they're coming out the woodworks, Cam. I don't know where they've been, but I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's people going through a lot right now. You know, it's a lot going on in the economy. So shout out to New York. You know what I mean? At least y'all get something to celebrate. I'm sorry we're gonna have to end that. You know what I'm saying? But enjoy it for now. Y'all beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. I forgot Cleveland even had a team. Steve, I forgot Cleveland had a team.
Well,
and they're bragging about beating them.
After my boy left, I'm surprised they made the playoffs.
I forgot they had a team, Steven.
Me too.
And these people, we beat the Cavaliers. Man, listen, we just beat the number 1 team in the league.
Not did they beat the Cavaliers. They partied in the streets like they won the NBA championship, beating the Cavaliers in the first round.
Bro, they haven't been able to wear their jerseys outside for the last 42 years. You understand?
Hey, and when they trips now, like folks asking, like, where's Oakley in morning gonna be?
Where's Patrick Ewing? Where's Patrick Ewing at?
Bring back Oak. Bring back Oak.
Yeah, hey, but now I will say this for basketball. This is how it's supposed to go. It's beautiful to have this rivalry back, man.
Yes.
It's dope for real. You know what I mean? 'Cause I really love
the rivalry. Hold on, real quick. Was the rivalry? How big was the rivalry in the '90s between the Heat and the Knicks? You guys know a little bit better than me.
You got to think, man. This is when the Heat really started getting, you know what I mean, like consistent.
It was like Alonzo Mourning.
This is when we were really, starting to make noise and compete and all that stuff, man. And the Knicks were supposedly the big dogs and all that, man. It was just like, and obviously it used to get heated, like it was real fights on the court or whatever. But it's deeper than that. Like if you from Miami or from New York, you know how we get on. Like it's like not even on a real beef thing. It's just known, man. We go at each other pretty heavy. You know what I'm saying? Miami and New York as the cities. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing, Steven. Here's the thing. When MJ retired, the Knicks and the Heat were the two teams that take up the slack, right? Someone had to wear the crown once MJ retired, and it was either the Knicks or the Heat.
And then LeBron came into the league about 10 years, 15 years later, and just
you see what it says underneath my name right there.
Nah is not LeBron's daddy, but I will say this: LeBron looked like an old man last night. He looked like an old man.
I missed it. I saw they beat their ass though. They beat them by like 20 points, right?
But think about the game before, man. Like
you're only as good as your last game, cuz.
It ain't over. They're going back to LA, and LeBron gonna win, baby. LeBron.
Yeah.
John's gonna have his little 22 up in the club in LA.
I root for the LeBrons and the Heats. All right, I root for the LeBrons and the Heat. That's my teams. Okay, but if they play against each other in the finals,
hey, and this is a good point.
Go for LeBron. I just need you all to know that.
This is a good point.
That's why I don't even watch your Heat fanmanship, Steven, because I don't play that.
I called Solo last night. He was so mad at me.
I don't play these two-team games, man. And like Steve,
when I met
Steve, he naturally had a Miami Heat jersey on. He was a Dolphins fan. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, he went the home team. He with us all around the clock. All right, cool.
When LeBron was in Miami, you damn skippy.
LeBron left.
Come on, man.
And I saw this man in the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey. And I was like, Yo, Steve, what's going on, Steve? What you doing right now? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people came from 2010 to 2014.
It's all about the GOAT. It's all about the king. Andravia says Steven can't be trusted.
I'm telling you, listen, it took me a while to rebuild my trust with him. I was hurt when I saw that. It's
all about LeBron, baby. It's all about LeBron. Don't be mad.
Not at all.
Don't be mad about the GOAT. And he's better than Jordan.
I appreciate LeBron. I appreciate LeBron all day.
Batman's over here smoking crack too.
Who?
Batman
smoking crack
Lakers
too.
Empire is back, and we're taking it this year.
Lakers.
So check this out. I respect Batman's position though. He got a Lakers chain. He said from the jump, I'm a Lakers fan. Batman, you from Dade County. I'm curious as to why, but whatever. I respect it because he said it like, all right, I'm a Lakers fan. He ain't play like he was a Heat fan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool.
I always claimed to be a LeBron fan over everything. That is where my loyalty
but I didn't know that. You fooled me in the beginning. I thought you were a Heat fan.
There was no fooling, no trick, no hoodwink, no bamboozle.
We met in 2010. That was 2010. So I didn't realize that you had the Heat jersey on because LeBron was there. I didn't know the year before that you were wearing a Cleveland jersey.
Andravia said Batman's a sellout too. He said he grew up a Heat fan and switched up because of Kobe.
Oh, damn, Batman. Goddamn, Batman. You left when we got hot. What year did we leave? We went to the finals in 06. What, the 90s?
Yeah, 06. Got beat by Dallas.
No, we didn't. We beat Dallas. What is Cam talking about now? We beat Dallas in 06. Steve.
I don't know.
What's going on with Cam, man?
Hey, he getting old, man. He getting old.
You don't think the Mavericks won on our court?
Oh, one game? Yeah, we beat them 4-2, homie. That's when Wade County was initiated. You understand? I lost my voice. I broke my hand. Everything when we won that series. You understand?
Hey, man.
That was a big moment for the city.
Hey, on a sad note, I gotta say this because we all watched his show back in the day. At some point in time, we watched the afternoon craziness that was his show. Jerry Springer just died, man.
Nah.
Yeah, dude. 79.
Jerry?
TMZ
Nah,
just
bro, we used
reported
to
it.
skip school and watch his show, man. Jerry. Nah, he
It
died
was
for real.
2011 Solo, not 2006. My bad.
We know that, but we won't bring that up either. We were talking about good times. I'm trying to figure out why you bringing that up. Like, we sit and celebrate. I'm in this hot ass jacket.
Trying to bring up.
I'm sweating, acting like I ain't sweating right now, and you want to talk about when we lost. We saying that we got to argue in front of
Solo
these
D in a whole Eskimo suit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sweating.
90
I gotta
degree
get
weather in Florida.
This is the whole prop. Y'all think I'm wearing this outside? You crazy? I put this on for the show.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna get something for Noob. Hold on.
What level 2 noob got? Oh my goodness.
Why can't I see the chat? I want to see the chat too.
You gotta go where it says comments. Are you on
Y'all
the phone?
still see me?
Yeah, we can see you.
All right, Michael, let's switch the screen.
Jerry Springer lives on and Wildin' Out Wednesday. He really does, Amicus. That he does.
Hey, you know what? You got to put a picture up. Put them up on it from now on. We got to keep them alive though. Add them to the banner. Add them to the official.
Add him to the banner for Wildin' Out Wednesday. I'll do that. Oh, hey, so real quick, Cameron, you were in Chicago. You were at the game. You saw Fernando Tatis dancing to you guys in the bleachers.
Man, we were screaming at him. You're on steroids. You're on steroids.
And he was dancing. He was dancing in the outfield to you guys. It
was awesome.
You were there for that, man. That's
It was 34 degrees. I needed every bit of this in the bleachers.
He was hanging out with Nick from Tail Greeter, and they were in Chicago at the Cubs game this week.
Shout out Nick.
And yeah, shout out to Tail Greeter. Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Tail Greeter.
Nick and Pat.
Yeah,
I get a text message from Pat, and it's got Cameron and him, and I'm like, what? And I knew he was going to Chicago. I just never put 2 and 2 together.
But it was cold, brother.
I can let Cam live wherever Chicago teams. You know, he's from Chicago. We respect that.
Yeah.
But Heat in 5, no matter who we play. Did the Bulls even make it?
No.
I got to put the zipper on. Hold on. The Bulls didn't make it? Y'all got DeMar DeRozan out there. That little squad y'all put together, they didn't make it?
No, you know what's funny is that those guys are free agents, right? Not DeRozan, but Vucevic, whatever that center's name is, man. I bet the Heat look at him big time.
We need to. But you know what? After we win the finals this year, you're not going to want to break the team up. So maybe we don't need them. You know?
Hey, I'm out here to eat crow because I said Milwaukee was going to sweep them and they were going to tear down Pat Riley.
Yeah. Hey, mute his mic, Steven. Y'all break.
But it's true. I'm over here. I'm
about to have a stroke. Mute his mic.
I'm over here to mess up, bro.
This the big one. Oh no! It be your own people. The people closest to you. This Miami sports music. Oh my God! Sweep. You thought it was gonna sweep us?
Gonna bounce Pat Riley and Spo and the whole time.
Mute him. Hey, I gotta get up out of here, man.
I love you, bro. I love you, man. You're the man.
Love everybody in the
hit
chat.
the like button. Tell the people to tell what to do.
Whoever said I had the 55 streams, man, to go stream that thing 5 times. All right, we up out of here. We gonna drop I'm dropping a Knicks diss track. Believe that it's coming out tomorrow, man.
Solo, what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing for the draft?
Are you coming out? You're gonna come hang out with us online tomorrow, right, Cameron?
Can I be honest?
Gonna be with me. We got a big stream, dude. Hey, real quick, look how many people we got coming on tomorrow. Look at all those people from the community coming on our show tomorrow night for the draft.
I don't see no East 32 logo up there. I must be done.
Man, you know what? Ever since you said the Heat was gonna get swept,
Solo
told me though. That's a different sport.
Because you're a bull.
You got to forgive him. You got to forgive him.
That was 15 seconds ago.
You just took it off. Hey. Hey, yeah, I don't care nothing about the draft. Can I be honest? Like,
Amicus says Solo D won't play his own music for fear of a copyright strike.
What does that mean, child? Hey, he ain't lying. No, TikTok will not. No, but hold on. Not even the remixes. My real songs, TikTok keeps giving me copyright blocks. I'm like, man, I'm done with TikTok, bro. Like, but it's my song. I have it published and everything. You know what I'm saying? And they won't let me post it. I got to figure that out, actually. But hey, but tell him to just play it, and that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Heat in 5, F whoever your team is. Dolphins gonna whoop your team when it comes to football. And the Canes, y'all need to start talking about the Canes too and respect what's going on over there.
Hey, Solo, I'm gonna drop a little knowledge on you. I don't even know if Steven talked about this. But I'm going to ask you a question. The last time the Jets took a Green Bay quarterback, Miami took the Jets quarterback, what happened that following season?
Oh, I know the answer to this.
So let me put 2 and 2 together for you. Brett Favre got signed by the Jets.
Right.
Chad Pennington came down to Miami, and we won the division.
We won the division and went to the playoffs.
Wildcat.
And so what happened this offseason?
We got a Jets quarterback. I don't know why the Jets let him go, but
we got the Jets quarterback, Mike White.
Hey,
who's from South
Mike
Florida,
White is pretty decent.
They signed Aaron Rodgers in the Batcave. And what's going to happen this?
We're going to win the AFC East, but this time we going deep in the playoffs, boys. We're not going to lose in the first round to the dumb Ravens. We're going to win it all, baby. We're going to win it all.
Just saying.
Solo, act more excited when I say we're going to win it all, because people don't believe
me. I'm just trying to make sure I get all my final points in before I leave. I wanted to shout out the Bills fan again and just remind them your reign is over. I hope you appreciated it.
Over,
I remember 4 years ago when they beat us in the last game and they needed somebody to lose. And there was a bunch of Bills fans in there watching out, which we should have cut the TVs off. We need to talk to Goffman about that. I don't know why he let the Bills fans stay in the stadium and watch the other game to see where they're going to win or lose or whatever. But whatever. I remember y'all won, and I remember the excitement I saw on the Bills fans' faces. Like, we haven't been here forever. You know what I mean? Like, just to make the playoffs. So, I understand that you appreciate
Amicus
the way that y'all
says
been
Solo
relevant.
delusional.
I understand, Amicus. Hey, man, I might need him as a PR, man. Come up with some more names. You know what I'm saying? We need all that. We need to attack all different type of algorithms. Put him on the team, Steven. Listen, this is the thing, man. Bills are garbage. All right, y'all aren't worse than the Jets. I'm going to give you that. Y'all are number 2 in the division. But playoff hopes, the Super Bowl hopes are over. You had your window. You didn't take it. The Dolphins here now. But we'll deal with that in September. As of right now, Heat and 5 on the Knicks. What's the series record for the Panthers?
So the Panthers, they won last night. It's 3 games to 1.
Oh, we only got 1? I thought we had 2.
No, it's 3 games to 2. And they play tomorrow night down here in Sunrise.
And that's the Boston Bruins, right?
Yeah.
Solo, you should go to that game tomorrow. You should go to that game tomorrow.
I might. I was supposed to go the other day. I might go to that game. Boston, check in real quick. I don't even talk hockey too much because I'm still a rookie around there. But I've been to enough games. I've been watching enough games to talk a little SHIT. Boston, we're going to whoop y'all ass. I don't care what your record is. We're going to whoop y'all ass. Clip this, Steve. Hey, can we get
look, he donated $5. He says Solo D's next show's in the Vasasaur men's room. Capacity 13. Plenty of tickets available.
Hey, dog, listen. He donated,
I can't get mad at it.
First of all, you need to do your math right because you can get at least 19 people in the men's room.
You can at least get 19 people.
You can get at least 19. You need
room.
to get your math game up, homie. You understand what I'm saying? And make sure you in the building too. I'm gonna perform right for you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Oh, look, there he go.
Bye, Solo.
Got that to a cell service. Keep breaking up.
Bye, Solo.
What's up, Cameron? Good morning to you, brother.
I'm all right, bro.
Oh, man.
Had to run out to the doctor, man. Find out I got a fractured hip.
What?
Yeah.
What were you doing? What? Stop dancing, man. Okay? Stop shaking them hips like Shakira, okay? I don't know what you're doing that you broke a hip. How the hell did you break a hip? Golf?
Yeah. Wear and tear and just golf.
Man.
Stress fracture.
So are you got to get it replaced, or how does that work?
No, you let it heal. It's a stretch fracture in the bone. I tore my labrum. Got that cleaned out a month ago.
Well, you just like Anthony Davis. Just hurt. Just on the floor, just hurting every 5 minutes in the game.
Well, let's talk about it, Steven, man. Last night was a good night for Florida sports.
Last night was an amazing night for Florida sports. We'll start with hockey just real quick. The game was over. Florida Panthers, I thought they were in the bag. They were done. The game was 3-2. All of a sudden, they come back in the last couple minutes. They score. They go into overtime. and then they win in overtime and they stay alive and they get.
Did you watch the last play of the third period?
No, I did. I watched a replay of it. I didn't watch the game live because I thought it was over.
Dude, the Panthers, the last 2 minutes were pressing, shots on goal. I think they had 4 or 5 shots on goal. There was a face-off with like 9 seconds left, maybe, so give or take. We won the face-off and gave up the puck. Our defenseman went forward, and the Bruins guy got the puck and went the length of the ice and put a shot on goal at the buzzer.
And went to overtime.
And Bravosky, stopped it. Man, it was crazy.
Unbelievable. So let me ask you. So they saved themselves from elimination last night. They go to Game 6. It's down in Sunrise tomorrow night. Does Florida do they got a chance?
All you want to do is get it to a Game 7. In Game 7, anything can happen, right?
Yep.
This team has proven they're good enough to beat the best team in NHL history, which is saying something. Do I think they do it? Who knows? But anything can happen. They've proven to themselves they are at least as good as the Bruins on any given night.
That's true.
They're playing really good hockey right now in sporadic spurts. And I agree with you. Sometimes they play back on their heels. They're not aggressive. But they got it done last night. And listen, they capitalized in overtime on a mental error by their goalie who gave up the puck behind the net, and they were in the right place at the right time. And Tkachuk, man, he got it in there, and he's made a whale of a difference. So they can match up well with the Bruins. The Panthers' second and third lines have done a really good job. The Achilles heel of this Panthers team is power play goals. They got one last night, to tie the game. But man, there's something like 3-26 in power plays in the playoffs right now, and that's bad.
It is definitely really, really, really bad. All right. Lewis wants to know what's capping Thursday. What is this?
What is this? Capping Thursday?
Okay. In your Lightning, nobody cares about your Lightning, sir. Nobody. All right. So tomorrow night, Sunrise. We'll see what happens.
Hey, I want to say something about Lightning, Lewis. How you give up a 4-goal lead to Toronto?
4-0 to Toronto and lost the game.
Woo! Let me tell you something, man. That was epic collapse, and I'm here for it, Lewis.
I mean, insane, dude. All right, let's go to the world of the NBA real quick. Again, Miami Heat. Actually, we'll leave the Heat for last. A lot of great games yesterday. Knicks, they win. They're going. And they beat the Cavaliers, and they won their series 4-1. Every game against the Cavaliers that the Cavs lost, they were held under 90 points by the Knicks. Are the Knicks that good, or are the Cavs that bad?
No, the Cavs are a good team. They're a good young team, and so are the Knicks. I think the Knicks, have been playing stellar defense. Julius Randle's been playing well. They've been great play from Obi Triple, whatever his name is, and Barrett. They're really good. The Knicks, the Heat don't match up well without Hero and without Oladipo defensively in the backcourt. Like, it's going to be an issue.
Kevin Love stepped up big last night, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But I'm
talking about the backcourt. Like Brunson's going to be a problem for the Heat, and then the Barrett and Trippin. They got length, man. Those guys are athletic and young, which Kevin Love isn't. You only got one Bam. Cody Zeller is serviceable, but man, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Knicks. That said, nobody's playing better in these playoffs than Jimmy Butler. And, if he could continue doing what he did, I mean, he didn't score less than 30 points against, a game against Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Had a 56-point game, 42-point game, a 38, something like that. I mean, and that's what happens in the playoffs. You have your superstar carry you, and he has legitimized himself as a superstar. And if there was any question about it, this first-round series proved it against the number one seed in the NFL or NBA.
It'll be good. Let's go to Sacramento, they didn't get the chance to light the beam last night. They lost to the Dubs. Game 6 going back to Golden State, going back to San Francisco, and they have a 3-2 lead. I don't see a Game 7. I mean, the Warriors are one of the, if not the best team at home this year in the NBA. And I just don't know how Sacramento beats them at home in Game 6. Do you agree? Disagree?
I mean, listen, the Warriors went into Sacramento and beat them. So, you know, you're going to go back to Golden State and try to beat Golden State. I don't see that happening either.
Me neither. And it sucks because Sacramento's a good team, and they shouldn't have lost last night. If they hadn't have made stupid threes at the end of the game and tried to go into the paint and go toward and try to get, you know, Klay Thompson and Draymond into more foul trouble in the last minute and a half, I think they could have won that game last night. And I think that comes from inexperience, right? And that plays a part into this, right? So you look at that, and I believe that the Warriors won last night because they have more experience than the Sacramento Kings. And I think that's what the X factor was.
Without a doubt they do.
You know,
Steph went for 44 points.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Klay
not going to
Thompson,
stop
25. And listen, having Wiggins back in this lineup and contributing the way he has, I don't think anybody expected Wiggins to come out and get 27 and 10, right?
Yeah, no, not at all.
The guy is playing lights out right now. So, you know, coming in back from like what was he gone for 30 games or nothing, but that's a huge boost for the Warriors. And to your point, they have playoff experience, world championship experience, you know, and you're relying on, you know, Fox and Sabonis to carry this team. You know, they're good players, but they don't have that experience, and they're building the experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see them going into Golden State and winning, but you know, that's why they play the game.
So before we get to the Heat, the other game last night was the Lakers and the Grizz. You know, the Lakers coming off a great game 4, going up 3-1 in the series. To be perfectly honest, I thought at that moment, I was like, the game 2 that they lost with Ja Morant being out, I think they just took lightly. But last night, the game was close up until the end of the third when the Grizzlies went on a 19-2 streak and just took over. And to be honest with you, it's not that they really took, I mean, they capitalized on it, but the Lakers looked gassed. They just looked so tired in the fourth quarter last night. And so, you know, we all know I love LeBron, but LeBron ended with only 15 points last night, and I think 10 assists, where the night before he had 20 points, 20 rebounds, was involved in the game. And then last night, by the way, you get this up and down from, you know, Anthony Davis. He'll go great one game and then he'll go horrible another game. So he was good yesterday, which means he'll be bad the next game. And just the inconsistency from him is frustrating.
Well, that's what you get for with aging superstars, right?
Like, that's where I was getting at. Is that I think the talent, the Lakers are the better talent, but is age going to play a factor into this thing? And can Memphis make a comeback, being down 3-1 and winning Game 6 in Memphis, and now forcing a Game 7 back in LA?
Man,
that's
what you're going to see.
Yeah. And by the way, it's not Game 7 in LA. LA's it'll be Game 6 in LA. LA has a chance to win, you know, the fourth game there. But so can Memphis win Game 6 and force a Game 7 back at home at Memphis?
That's what I expect. And going back to, you know, the matchups of the superstars, you know, and you made a point about Anthony Davis. He had 31-19 last night, and LeBron, you know, played a good game, solid game, 15, 10, and 5, right? But the issue is that they didn't get nothing from D'Angelo Russell, 11 points, you know, 9 points for Hachimura. Hachimura has been the difference maker in the past 3 games.
I love that kid. I think he's amazing. Love him.
But again, inconsistent, right? You can't, you know, 9-2 in 21 minutes. Then you got Desmond Bane for the Grizzlies, who's picking up.
Desmond Bane, the last 2 games has gone off. And last night, him and Ja Morant combined for over 60 points of the Memphis total points. Those 2 alone.
33, 10, and 5, bro. And they had no answer for him. And here's the thing that, you know, age comes into it. Like, LeBron didn't even want no part of Bane.
At the fourth quarter, LeBron was gassed. Like, I've never seen him that gassed in his career. And it really,
because you got the young legs running him around. He's
Yeah.
trying to contain Bane, and and Morant, forget about it. They switch up and put Morant on LeBron. It's he sails past him all day long. So
well, look, the hope is LeBron, gets this extra a little bit of rest here, and they, at least for me, and they can win Game 6 in LA. But I think their talent doesn't scare me; their youth scares me, and that's what I think is the difference maker. Could be the difference maker.
Well, here's the thing: you're seeing a bona fide, young player step up to become a bona fide star on his team. Right, he is becoming the number 2 on the Grizzlies.
Bane, right?
Yeah, he's
Bane.
done it all year. John Morant obviously is the number 1, but Bane is somebody that, he did it last night. He won the game for them.
He did. Without Bane, they don't win that game. 100%. All right. Well, all right. So, by the way, Game 6 in LA. Who do you have winning Game 6? Memphis or LA?
Oh, Memphis.
Okay. I think LA. If LA is going to do it, it's got to be Game 6, because if they
they have to. And
if Memphis gets it back to a Game 7, I don't know if they lose. I don't. All right. Miami Sports Music's number 1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. Only time I seen Jordan gassed is the flu game. That's why he's the go. Whatever. Go look at some of those Wizards games that last year. He was. And by the way, they didn't even make the playoffs. So let's not go there. Okay.
Listen,
Thank you.
He had the flu and still won the championship and nailed the game winner.
Okay. There will be no disrespect to the GOAT on this channel. None. Okay. None. No, I'm not talking about that guy. I'm talking about the all-time leading scorer, LeBron. Okay. LeBron. All right. Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler, what he has done in this entire series has set him apart from people in NBA playoff allure. What he's done in this first round of the playoffs is absolutely unreal. Last night, 43 points. The night before, 56. Jimmy Butler, hands down, is the best player in the playoffs this year. And it's not even close. He's playing out of his mind. He's in the zone. As a matter of fact, I would venture to say that I don't think there's ever been a person to be in the zone like this in the first round of the playoffs. So let's just talk about how well he's done, and then we'll get into the Knicks series. Just talk about Jimmy Butler or Himmy Butler or Himothy Butler.
Himothy Butler. Listen, I don't know how long he can sustain this. He is the epitome of heart and soul of a team. He has put this team on his back, especially with Tyler Hero going down, Oladipo going down. Jimmy Butler has willed this team to wins. That shot he hit, that grab and go, fall away, lob pass, layup that he hit, with 1.2 seconds left.
Unbelievable.
It's
Somebody
great.
said, Hands and Chill says, Jordan, I can be fair. I don't remember a lot of Jordan's playoff series, but Jordan is remembered for finals or particular games.
Stop it right there, Steven. Stop. Just stop.
Butler.
I'm not gonna let you embarrass yourself on your own shows, Steven.
Okay. Butler.
Let's just say
Butler has
Butler
the chance to have the greatest NBA playoffs ever. Like he started there. Now, to your point, it's fair. Can he sustain it? So this series coming up against the Knicks, who's going to cover Butler? Who's going to be the person to cover Butler on the Knicks?
They've got a lot of players that can cover Butler, to tell you the truth. But you said the same thing about the Bucks, right?
Yep.
So it's more about the style of play, the how they put Butler in switch positions and get him the ball. In my mind, Bam plays much more important role in this upcoming series against the Knicks than he did against.
He has to.
Offensively.
Okay.
And so,
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
and
Kevin Love,
Bam,
too.
Bam was the facilitator against the Bucks because it brought Giannis out of the paint, right? And that was by design. And that's only because and Giannis didn't play for 3 games, which helped the Heat tremendously. We'll see how much Julius Randle will play too, because that ankle injury is a lingering injury he re-aggravated last night, and it's an issue. But they got Hart, they got Robinson, Quickly, Toppin. These guys can all switch off and guard Butler, and they're younger and just as athletic, if not more athletic. But what you can't account for is Butler's will to win. And that's what you're seeing, and that's the reason why, the Heat are, advancing into the next round. Yep,
100%. And I agree with you. What are your thoughts about the series? How do you see the series going, in all honesty?
I'm done predicting series. It's like, obviously, I think the Heat are playing some great basketball, and they're playing, good team basketball, getting contributions. So here's the issue. Here's the real reason why the Heat advanced, right? They were the worst 3-point shooting team in the league during the regular season.
They were, yep.
Converting 26.8% of their 3-pointers. They're converting 43% in the playoffs.
Kevin Love hit 4 3-pointers last night.
Something like that.
3, 6, 9, 12. I think he had 4 3-pointers last night.
But you've got Duncan Robinson coming off the bench and playing meaningful minutes, something he hasn't done all season.
Yep.
Max Strus.
Look, I'm excited. Madison Square Garden, the arena down here in Miami. It's going to be a fun series for both sides. Knicks fans, Heat fans. It's going to be good. I see the Heat winning in 6 games. That's what I think. I think the Heat win in 6, and that's as long as Butler can sustain it. But I think there's something special that we're witnessing with Butler. I really do, and I think that even if you're not a big basketball fan, you should start watching very closely at what we're witnessing with Butler. And I think that this is a moment in time in sports that we need to really, that could be opening up and blossoming in front of our eyes. So I'm excited about that, man. I will boycott the show if you say he's Butler better. I would not say that, but I really think that Butler's he's playing out of his mind.
What he's done is what I said, in the beginning. He solidified his status as a bona fide superstar in this game. Top 5 player in this game.
Unbelievable. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. I was hoping to talk a little baseball with you, but we're getting up to the top of the hour here, and I want to talk NFL draft. So let's just touch on some baseball real quick. We're gonna have to do like a pre-recorded segment for baseball and just upload that. What happened with the Marlins over the weekend, man? They got swept by Atlanta, and Atlanta just
they didn't get swept. They have a noon game today, so they can salvage one game. But It's Atlanta, right? They had a four-run lead yesterday and gave it up. Until they can beat Atlanta, it's just like the Dolphins. If they can, once they, beat the Bills, they can be considered, division contenders. Once the Marlins, can get past the Braves on a consistent basis, they can legitimize their status. But until then, they're not. And period.
So
that's it.
So right now, the Miami Marlins are 12-13. Here's a stat that is not a good stat. The Marlins have the second worst run differential in the National League at 39. At negative 39. And the worst is the Colorado Rockies at negative 47, who have only won 8 games. Okay.
So break that down a little bit. And what that means is that they're not scoring runs, right?
Yep. Nope. And they're giving up runs too.
They have the #2 bullpen in all of major leagues. They're getting really good starting pitching, even with their ace out. Not out, but not pitching really well. And they've gotten really good defense, from a patchwork infield. So they're not getting clutch hits. They're not hitting, the ball over the fence on a consistent basis anymore. They did in the first week, and that's why they got out of the gate pretty good.
I remember having the conversation with you in spring training about them, is where the bats were going to come from, and that was going to be my thing. Where are the bats going to come from? And I think that if the Marlins can stay around 500 and be in the wild card, do you think they can trade for a bat come trade deadline?
Yeah, I think that's what you'll see happen.
Okay.
And I expect them to be, in contention, in the wild card conversation where they will add a bat or two come trade deadline.
Okay. Well, I'm excited about it. Any other big stuff happened? By the way, that for you to be at that game with Fernando Tatis and you were in the bleachers, that was crazy. And I thought it was so cool. And I was a little jealous of that moment that you got to experience that. That's really cool.
Maybe later I'll upload some of the videos I took.
That's so cool, man. It's so cool. All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show. If you guys want more baseball talk, hit us up on Twitter. And, I think Cameron and I are going to have to figure out a way to get like a pre-recorded 30-minute segment of some baseball talk and start uploading that, once every couple of weeks. I think that'd be pretty cool to get there because I love baseball. You love baseball. And I know some of the fans that watch up here do. So we'll have to do that. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. There we go. He was at the Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field Tuesday, right?
Monday night?
Okay.
Tuesday night.
Yeah, I thought it was Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
You guys had a good time you bleacher creatures that you are.
Bleacher bums.
All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Donate to the channel. The only people to donate today are Bills fans. So donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. Let's get into it, man. It's draft day, baby. It's draft day. So what I wanted to do today was with you. I wanted to break down the first round, and I want to break down the first round, and then I want to get into possibility. Let me just throw this out there. I don't think that the Dolphins are going to trade to get into the first round, but I can't deny that they probably haven't discussed it and talked about it because I do think they have.
I will tell you this, and my daughter swims with the daughter of the Dolphins, the Dolphins team trainer, and he told me the other day, like he has to be at the facility during the first round in the event they trade up.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
They're all going to be there watching the first round, and they should. Like normally they would be anyway, but all staff is required to be there in the case of a trade up.
Well, hey man, it'll be very interesting nonetheless. All right. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 Eps is in the chat, man. We miss
Shout
you.
out to
We
Ep,
love
brother.
you. I know it's been a while, bro. Super excited that you're in the chat and you're watching this morning, Eps. I love you, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. All right, let's get into it, man. Here we go. We're gonna share the screen and let's get into it, shall we? All right. Can I make this bigger? There we go. All right, let's get into it. We're going to do just the first round. #1 overall pick is the Carolina Panthers. Who are they going with, Cameron? Who are the Panthers picking with the first overall pick?
Listen, man, who I think they're going to draft and who I think they should draft are two different guys, right?
Yep.
They're definitely going quarterback.
I agree.
So the conversation really should be Bryce Young or CJ Stroud in my eyes.
I think, rumor has it that they've already confirmed their pick. They brought it up the Flagstaff to the owner. He's approved it. They already have it written in stone of who they're going to pick. Who I think they're going to go with, I actually would say that there have been a lot of rumors about Anthony Richardson being the guy that they are intrigued by. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be Bryce Young.
What does Carolina's draft quarterback room look like, right? They got the guy from the Jets.
Sam Darnold.
And who else they got in there?
PJ
Walker.
Yep, PJ Walker. And I think that's it right now.
So it's not and the reason I ask this is that the expectation is he's going to come in here and start from day one.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
which one
of
of these?
course there will be.
So for me, that rules out Richardson.
Mm-hmm. Will Levi's another guy too that people are obviously.
I like Will Levi a lot, but I don't think he goes number one because I don't think he's better than C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. So, with all things considered, I think the pick is C.J. Stroud, but I think the Carolina Panthers pick Bryce Young.
All right, so we're gonna say Bryce Young real quick. I just want to throw this out there. Where is it at? There we go. Depth chart.
So put it up there. Let's say Bryce Young.
Quarterback is Andy Dalton, Matt Corral, and Jacob Eason are the quarterbacks there, by the way.
Oh, where did Stafford go? San Francisco?
I'm not sure. No, Stafford. Or who?
Not Stafford. The what's his name from Carolina that came from the Jets?
Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's down in Tampa now.
No. The guy that was drafted by the Jets and
Sam Darnold. I have no idea where Sam Darnold is currently. I have no idea where he went. Darnold's in San Francisco, Noob says. Okay.
Yeah, he's with San Francisco.
All right. So we're gonna say Bryce Young.
Bryce Young it is.
Okay. Houston Texans, the number 2 pick. They currently got Davis Mills. Do they draft a quarterback here, or where do the Houston Texans go here?
No, and here's why: because they can get a quarterback with, I think, their 12th pick, right?
Yep.
So they have 2 picks, and you're going to take the best player available. You're going to take the best talent available for your team, and that's Will Anderson.
All right, I would agree with you. Arizona Cardinals select 3rd overall. They have Kyler Murray. They're not going to be drafting a quarterback. Let me ask you: is this a spot that you could see them trading out of if a team is in love with a quarterback?
So I see this as a trade opportunity, but we're not going to project trades here, right?
No. I mean, I don't think so. I think we should just do it as is. Although I will say the over under for first round trades are 3, and I think I would take the over.
So I see somebody like Atlanta jumping up here.
Yeah, me too.
To take a quarterback and take C.J. Stroud. But I think the pick here for Arizona is Paris Johnson.
Paris Johnson for Arizona?
Yeah, you got to protect the midget.
All right, Paris Johnson. Oh, man, I got to go down. Where did I miss him?
There he is.
Yeah, Paris Johnson. There we go. All right. Tackle. Yeah, you got to protect him. I agree. All right. All right, next we got the Indianapolis Colts. We know that they are going quarterback. Who are they picking as their quarterback? Is it going to be Will Levi, or is it going to be Anthony Richardson or C.J. Stroud?
So it's Will Levis.
Will Levis.
I think the reason is because the owner loves the guy. He's come out in interviews and said he loves him.
You think it's Levis?
Yeah, he's gonna force the hand to pick Will Levis in this spot.
It would not surprise me that Irsay would do that, because Irsay is definitely somebody who has their hand in the cookie jar and is always doing that. All right, Geno Smith is currently the quarterback in Seattle, and they gave him a contract, and I don't necessarily see Pete Carroll going after a quarterback here. So what do the Seattle Seahawks do with the number 5 overall pick?
Listen, I would love for them to draft the Bijan Robinson guy, because I think he would help that team more so than a defensive lineman. But I think they go Jalen Carter, defensive lineman, who's probably the second best defensive talent available in this draft.
I would agree with you. The Detroit Lions are number 6. They're building something pretty special there. I think it's one of those teams that people are excited to watch. This, at least the direction of what that organization is headed to. I think this is a very important pick for Detroit in the future and how their direction is. What does Detroit do in this situation? Do they draft a quarterback, or do they keep what they got in Goff, and which, by the way, I think they do, and get somebody else?
Well, listen, they love Goff. They saw what he did with the team last year. They've got offensive weapons. They've got a good running attack. I think they keep investing in the defense. Their defense was horrible last year, particularly in the secondary. So I think it's the kid from Illinois, Devin Witherspoon.
All right. Cornerback out of Illinois. Let me ask you before we make this pick, what about them going after a wide receiver?
They have some wide receivers there. They have some really good wide receivers. Amon St. Brown, I believe his name was top 5 wide receiver in the league last year as a rookie.
And let me ask you, why wouldn't they go after a running back, especially losing Jamal Williams to New Orleans?
Yeah, but they have the other guy from Ohio State that was injured, but when he came back was really good.
Okay. All right. So you want to go Witherspoon here?
Yeah, I think the more pressing need is defense for them. I mean, like I said, their defense, couldn't hold the lead for anybody last year.
The Vegas Raiders are on the clock at number 7. What do the Vegas Raiders do here at number 7? By the way, I think that this could be a spot that they trade out of too, unless they want to go, unless they're in love with Bijan Robinson, because I think that Atlanta's going to draft a quarterback, and if C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson are still on the board, there might be a team that says, hey, look, I want to get the guy I want. I think this could be a potential trade spot too tonight.
I think this is a potential trade spot as well. I wouldn't be surprised if C.J. Stroud is still on the board, that they go after somebody because of Garoppolo's injury history and develop somebody behind Garoppolo. But my gut feeling tells me that they go defense for a cornerback that they desperately need. I mean, they have to add to the defense, and Christian Gonzalez is your guy, who I think is better than Devin Witherspoon, but Witherspoon fits Detroit's defensive scheme a little better.
Yep.
But Christian Gonzalez is a smooth cat, man.
I like it. We'll go with it. Number 8 is the Atlanta Falcons, who currently have Desmond Ridder as their quarterback, and also brought in Tyler Heineke to also compete for that position in the starting position. I don't believe that they're going to go quarterback here. What does Atlanta do when it's all said and done? Because I will say this, if they do have their reservations about Ridder, okay, and they're in love with C.J. Stroud or Anthony Richardson, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they go get one of those guys. I just think right now they're going to roll the dice with Ridder and Heineke.
I think they like Ridder, and they've publicly said they're going to support him and develop him. I think the Falcons need a lot more than just one pick, and I think they trade out of this to, get more draft capital, because rounds 2 through 5 are pretty deep, and you can get starters out of those rounds. But if we're not playing the trade game here, I think they're the ones who don't let Bijan Robinson, go by.
All right, so Bijan goes here to Atlanta at 8.
Yeah.
Chicago, the Bears coming in at the number 9 overall pick right now. Where do the Chicago Bears go? Because they're obviously not going quarterback. They have their guy there in Fields.
They need to protect Fields. They need to get him more help on the offensive line.
Broderick Jones.
You don't draft a wide receiver in this draft in the first round, at least in this part of the first round, because there's wide receivers you can get back in the back end of this draft that are equally as talented. So I think it's somebody they're very familiar with, in the guard tackle from Northwestern, Skoronski, I think his name is.
Peter Skoronski out of Northwestern.
Skoronski.
Why not Broderick Jones? Just out of curiosity.
Familiarity.
Okay. All right. All right, let's go to the number 10 overall pick in Philadelphia here. Philadelphia, obviously addressing a lot of needs this offseason. What do the Philadelphia Eagles do here at number 10?
I think it's continue helping their offensive line, which is aging a little bit. So I'm going to go Broderick Jones.
Okay. All right, so right now the top 10 is Bryce Young, Will Anderson, Paris Johnson, Will Levis, Jalen Carter, Devin Witherspoon, Christian Gonzalez, Bijan Robinson going to Atlanta at 8. Peter Skonkowski, number 9 out of Northwestern, the offensive tackle, and another offensive tackle, Broderick Jones. Question, real quick. I think there'll be 2 trades within the top 10 tonight. Yes? No?
Within the top 10, we already said that probably Atlanta and who was
Arizona.
it?
Arizona and
Arizona.
I think are big, or not Arizona. I'm sorry, Houston. Houston or Atlanta, I think, are too big, and maybe Arizona. But I think Houston, if they're not going after a quarterback, and they end up going edge, they will see if there's somebody who wants to jump up to that number 2 spot. Because in our mock draft currently right now, and by the way, I want to put this out there. CJ Stroud will be a top 10 pick. But
and so what did we just do though?
I mean, see, we didn't do a trade, and there will
Correct.
be somebody to come up and trade for him.
So that number 3 spot could be CJ Stroud.
Yes, 100%.
Somebody who wants to get ahead of one of the quarterback needy teams later in the draft.
Yes, 100%.
Like Washington.
I mean, Tennessee's there.
Tampa Bay.
Washington's probably a good pick at 16.
Seattle. I mean, they could develop, jump up and, for someone to develop.
19. So I'll say this: Tampa Bay, Washington, and maybe even the Patriots are all, could be destinations for CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson if one of those 3 teams decide to trade into the top 10 to go get them. They could all be teams that trade into the top 10 to go get them. We'll have to see. All right, let's just keep doing this mock draft the way that we have, right? So number 11 is the Tennessee Titans. We both don't believe that the future is Ryan Tannehill, and if CJ Stroud is available there, I don't see Tennessee passing up CJ Stroud. You agree?
And we're on the Tennessee pick.
Yeah.
So you still have, yeah. Like I don't know, man. I think there's a pick that's a trade target as well.
I understand, but we're not doing trades in this mock.
No,
so
I know.
I'm going to tell you right now, if CJ Stroud is there for Tennessee, there's no way they pass him up. No.
I agree with you. I agree. I think CJ Stroud is the pick here. Mike Vrabel, is a perfect landing spot for CJ, and I think it's the steal of the draft. I think CJ Stroud is better than Bryce Young and should be drafted number 1.
If he drops out of the top 10, how crazy would that be?
Crazy.
Number 12, Houston gets their 2nd pick, and Anthony Richardson is still on the board. It goes Anthony.
You run up to the podium at that point.
Yep. You run up to the podium and you go get the quarterback at 12, right? All right. Green Bay. But so now, by the way, all those the big 4 are off the board. CJ, we have Bryce Young going to Carolina, although we think CJ Stroud could be the guy there. And then Will Levis, I'm 100% convinced that will be the pick for Indianapolis, unless somebody trades in front of them to go get him. And then we have CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson going at 11 and 12, falling out of the top 10. But we both agree that there'll be 2 trades in the top 10 tonight, and odds are it'll mean Stroud and Richardson will be picked in the they'll all be top 10 picks, all the quarterbacks, I believe, when it's all said and done. But we're not doing trades in this scenario because I think there's going to be a lot of trades, and if we did that, we'd be here all day, and I don't want to be here all day. All right, let's go to Green Bay at 13. What does Green Bay do here? They have Jordan Love. Obviously they're not.
On my sheet, I got him drafting the next best player available, Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, he's number 5. He's an edge rusher. He helps that defense. There is a side of me that is like, do they go after help for Jordan Love, maybe on the offensive line with Darnell Wright, or do they go after a wide receiver in Jackson? But I agree with you. If somebody that's a top 5 talent is available at number 13, you'd be kind of stupid to pass up on him at 13. So I'm going to say Tyree Wilson definitely goes here too. The New England Patriots at 14. Very interesting to see. By the way, the Patriots could be an interesting mark to move back or move up, right? I think that they could do either or. If I had to guess, I don't think the Patriots will necessarily pick at 14 tonight.
I think the Patriots pick offensive tackle here, and they take Darnell Wright.
Darnell Wright. New York Jets, number 15. They got their quarterback in Aaron Rodgers now. Do they give him some help with Jackson or Jordan Addison, or do they go defense? Because there's some pretty good defensive players on the board, and we know how well they've done in picking defensive players the last couple of years.
Yeah, I think they take the kid out of Iowa with this pick, man. He's pretty electric. That edge rusher, Lucas Van Ness.
Lucas Van Ness. Edge rusher out of Iowa. Okay. All right. I would have to agree. I think the Jets are probably going to go on the defensive side of the ball because they are just trying to do everything they can to compete in the prominent bit of what is the prominent best division in football right now. That is the AFC East. And so they need all the help that they can get on defense. Washington Commanders, number 16. I think this could be a team that could trade up into the top 10 tonight. But, we'll have to see. What do you think if Washington stays at 16? What do the Washington Commanders do here, Cameron?
They take the best player available, Miles Murphy.
Okay, edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they go any. If there's an offensive lineman that they love that was available there, maybe. But I think the next offensive lineman is 31. So, yeah, I agree. I think you go best player available if you're them. Pittsburgh Steelers, number 17. What do they do? What do the Steelers do here at 17?
What do I have the Steelers taking? Cornerback, Joey Porter Jr.
Cornerback out of Penn State, Joey Porter Jr. going to play for the team that his father played for. A draft day movie, if I've ever seen one, right there, right? So, yeah, I mean that. How crazy would that be if Joey Porter Jr. went and played for got drafted by the Steelers today? That'd be interesting. Good for him if that happens and the family. The Detroit Lions, number 18. This will be their second pick. They got a cornerback in the top 6 in Witherspoon. What do they do here at 18? Do they go best wide receiver on the board?
No, they keep adding to that defense. Somebody on the other side of Nolan of Hutchinson rather, and it's Nolan Smith.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with you there. Tampa Bay Buccaneers sitting at 19. I think this could be an interesting place for maybe a team to trade back if somebody's in love with somebody. What do you think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers do here at 19?
I mean, I think they what they need and what's available are two different things. I think they need offensive line at this, as their first and foremost. But I don't think there's one available that really fits their mold. So I think they take. It's really enticing to take the kid from Ohio State, but he's kind of injury prone.
Zay Flowers is available. He's 34, but that name that's a big name that a lot of people are talking about.
Keep going down.
Huh?
Keep going down. No, the other way. Dalton Kincaid is who I think they take.
Dalton Kincaid. There we go.
He's a tight end.
Really? Tampa tight end? All right.
They don't have one.
They don't. I'll give you that. Seattle 20. Seattle making their second pick of the round. What does Seattle do here at number 20?
Oh, I think the kid from Ohio State, the wide receiver, doesn't fall past this pick.
Okay. Jackson Smith comes there. I can't pronounce his last name, and I'm not going to try. The Los Angeles Chargers sitting at 21.
Got to replace Allen Robinson, right?
Yep.
I think Zay Flowers is your man.
I think Zay Flowers I think Zay Flowers is a first-round pick this year. I would agree with that. Baltimore Ravens sitting at number 22. What What do they do? By the way, Michael Mayer is still on the board from Notre Dame, tight end from Notre Dame too. I know Baltimore's not going tight end, but what does Baltimore do here?
I don't know. They just signed OBJ, so do they take another wide receiver?
So let me explain to you what I think here real quick. I believe that this is a very interesting case because the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills are vying for the services of DeAndre Hopkins. Whoever gets DeAndre, the other team will draft a wide receiver, in my opinion, right? So I'm going to say here that DeAndre is going to go to Buffalo because that's the rumors that I've heard, okay? So if that is going to happen, I believe that they go best wide receiver on the board and they go Jordan Addison because they want Lamar Jackson wants weapons. So
Does Lamar Jackson have a contract yet?
Say what?
Does Lamar Jackson have a contract yet?
No, he does not, but he's going to. You don't go out and get OBJ and then try to go get DeAndre Hopkins without the intention of, trying to, beef up that offense or that offensive weaponry a little bit. And I believe that if they don't get DeAndre Hopkins, they go wide receiver here. Where else are they going to go?
So I think this is a landmine. This is where the first real shock of the draft happens. I think there's a trade involving Lamar Jackson.
Really?
And I can see them taking Hendon Hooker right here.
What? I'm not picking Hendon Hooker in this mock draft.
You're not picking him in the draft at all?
Not in this first. We're just doing the first round. It's just.
Yeah, I think Hendon Hooker gets taken by Baltimore right here.
Hendon Hooker. Do you guys want me to take him in the draft? Put it in the chat, yes or no.
Look, the app says I kind of agree.
Do you think the Baltimore Ravens go Hendon Hooker here? Yes or no? I'll wait for like the first 5 or 6 people. Put yes or no in the chat right now. We got one yes from Epps. Who else? Come on, guys. Put it in the chat. Yes or no? It definitely could happen. Come on, guys. Put it in the chat. I don't like it, but nobody else answers. I guess we'll go with it.
I mean, we're doing this. It definitely could happen. I mean, there's so much uncertainty around the quarterback position in Baltimore. We all would love to see Lamar Jackson get the bag and stay in Baltimore, but I think he's traded. I think, the Ravens are ready to move on. I don't think they're willing to give Lamar the money that he's asking for. He would fit in a system, and maybe it's a trade for Trey Lance. Maybe they trade for a quarterback. Maybe they swap, with San Francisco. Maybe.
All right. So with this, we're gonna do Hendon Hooker, and that the Ravens are going to trade Lamar Jackson, go get Hendon Hooker, and he will be the starter next year in Baltimore. I don't like it, but we did it. What does Minnesota do at 23?
They go and get Jordan Addison.
Yeah, they got to replace some of the weapons that they lost on offense.
Yeah, what's the wide receiver?
Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen's not the same player.
Yep. Jacksonville Jaguars, number 24. What do they do to get better in the draft?
Continue to solidify that defense. Who's left edge guy? You got
Isaiah Poskley out of Notre Dame. Will McDonald out of Iowa State. BJ, I can't pronounce his last name, out of LSU. You want to take best player available at edge?
Yeah, the Foskey guy.
Yeah, we'll go there. All right, New York Giants, number 25. What do they do here?
Offensive line, whoever, the best player available.
I agree. I think it's Anton Harrison out of Oklahoma, the tackle. I think he gets picked here. Dallas Cowboys, number 26. What do they do?
Running back.
They definitely go running back. I would agree with that. Which
Jamar
Gibbs comes off the board.
And that's a
Dallas
steal.
Cowboys.
That's a steal for Dallas.
I agree. Number 27 is the Buffalo Bills. What do the Buffalo Bills do at 27 tonight?
Buffalo Bills. What do they have? What do I have them taking? I don't know. They need linebackers. So go up the line. What's that linebacker's name? Jack Campbell, is that his name?
You think Campbell leaves here?
There he is.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, right there. You just passed over him.
I know. I'm just Trenton Simpson is there from Clemson.
I think Campbell's more their type of player.
I pray to God that they don't do that, but we're going to do it. If they do that, I would be very upset if that happened. Would not be happy.
Here's where, we all get sick to our stomachs. Because I said Dalton Kincaid is going earlier in the draft. And you can make a case for this tight end going earlier in the draft. But he falls to the Bengals, and the rich get richer. Michael Mayer, Notre Dame.
Michael Mayer, Notre Dame. Tight end. All right. New Orleans Saints. What do they do here at 29?
Probably BPA or defensive tackle, defensive line.
Let me just say, I think it'll be very interesting what they do here. They brought in what's his face from Vegas, quarterback Derek Carr. And there's a side of me that says that they want to give him some weapons. So I either think they go tight end here or wide receiver for me personally.
Yeah, I think they go defensive line. I think they need defense. They've got a good set of wide receivers.
In the chat right now for New Orleans, do they go offense or defense? Put it in the chat, offense or defense for Notre Dame right now. We'll take the first couple of, whatever the majority is on the first few. We'll give it a minute. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like New Orleans, when it's all said and done, they want to give weapons to Derek Carr, and I feel like that makes the most sense for them personally. Mauricio says offense. Who else? That's one. What else? Defense. 1, 2, 3, 4 Eps. They said Mozzie Smith.
I think it'll be. I think it's going to be the kid Cansey from Pittsburgh.
Defensive tackle. All right, the next person to do offense or defense is where we're going to go. Whoever the next one is. Offense or defense in the chat right now. Next person gets it. We're going to see. We're going to see. Put it in the chat. Trash fire. Dumpster fire, you meant. Noob says special teams. Of course you would, Noob. Eps, you can't vote twice. Needs to be somebody different. In the chat, guys. Come on. Interact this morning. What's up with you guys?
Oh, they want more baseball talk, obviously.
They want more baseball talk. That's got to be what it is. It's got to be what it is. All right. Trucker Sean says kicker. You guys are killing me this morning. Fine, we'll go with your guy. We'll go with
Cansey.
There we go. Flavor J, you were too late. Philadelphia Eagles, number 30. What do they do here?
Probably defense, right? Edge rusher, maybe. Linebacker.
I would think that they're going to do whatever they can to beef up that defense still. I'll be honest with you. I think it goes secondary, though, because of losing Deshaun Elliott and what the issues that they had in the Super Bowl.
Deshaun Elliott, didn't he play for
he plays for the Dolphins now, but he played for them last year.
Played for Detroit.
Oh, you know what? You're right. He did play in Detroit last year. Who's the guy? Who am I thinking of? And they ended up re-signing him. So I guess they are not. No, I'm thinking of what's his face who screwed up in the Super Bowl, who made the penalty. I'll take baseball talk over all this pointless box. I'm not mad at you. They all left you, Steven. Only Bills fans left. I hope that's not true. All right, let's go. What do you want to do here for Philly?
Will McDonald.
Will McDonald. Edge rusher out of Iowa State. And then the Kansas City Chiefs. By the way, somebody's trading into this pick.
No. I think they take go up. Who's the wide receiver? Quentin Johnson that's still available?
Yeah.
Dude, it falls into their laps. Mahomes and him are they're Mahomies.
There we go.
What'd you just do?
I took it, but for some reason I don't know why it did whatever.
We should try to go through the second round up into the Dolphins pick.
It won't let me. I just did one round.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good
Why doesn't it do here we go. Close full results. There we go. Download full results. All right. Okay. Here we go. I need that for later. All right. Here's what we'll do. We'll do one more Dolphins one. Fast, Dolphins only. Let's draft. Do the Dolphins jump into the mid-20s here at all?
I think it's to get I don't know. It depends, man. Like who would you identify in that range that would be worth jumping up for? Is it an offensive tackle? Is it somebody like Bijan Robinson or Jamar Gibbs? Why are you doing the Bills? See, you are a Bills fan.
No, I clicked on the wrong thing. Chill.
Bills.
It won't even let me trade in here. That sucks. Oh, wait. Propose trade. There we can. I can do it. Well, all right. Right now, the only person I would want is Jameer still on the board? I think he's off the board now. No, Jameer's still on the board. Bijan just came off to whatchamacallit here, Tampa Bay. All right, let's keep going. Resume draft. Zay Flowers came off the board. Trenton. All right, do the Dolphins trade into the 31st pick to go get Jahmyr Gibbs?
I don't think so, and I think even less so if they do make a move for the Vikings running back.
All right, let me see who's available here. Right now, we were offered this from the Giants.
Dick Riders Club. I take that. I take that. By the way,
what?
I take the Giants offer.
You do? All right, we'll accept it.
You kidding me? You trade down 6 spots and you pick up a 4th rounder. 100% you do that.
I don't think they're doing this. All right. Reject. So we're going to pick here. Jack Campbell's still on the board. Hello. Let's go. Taking Jack Campbell, right? Got to.
Are you?
Yeah. Hell yeah. If he's still on the board.
I'm taking the keep going on. You know who we didn't pick that's still on the board is the center from Minnesota. So is the center. So is the center from Wisconsin. I think that's the pick at 51.
No way they're. I'm going Jack Campbell. Trucker
thinking
Sean says, say it louder, Cam.
if Titman is there or John Michael is there, they take one of those two guys.
They don't go Jack Campbell if he is there. You take Campbell all day long. You don't even think about it. You run. You pick Campbell.
They just invested in Long. They have Baker.
Bro, you go get Campbell here, and you don't even think twice about it.
So he's different.
I'm the one running the mock draft board. I'm going Jack. Okay,
but he's a difference maker for you.
Oh my God, I love that kid. Love him. Love him. All right, what do we have here? We got pick. No, we're not doing this. No, thank you. Reject. All right. Sam Laporta, tight end, right here for the taking. I say we go there for that.
At 84?
Although Matthew Bergeron is here too. And we got pick number 89. We got 84 and 89. I say we go. Ooh, Luke Weipler is there. I'm going Bergeron here. Tackle out of Syracuse. Or do you go Sam Laporta? Well, what do you do?
I think it's probably if they don't take an offensive lineman at 51, you take Laporta at this pick. If they take Campbell 51, then it's
what about Bergeron?
Tackle. And I think
all right, so we picked Campbell. So let's go Bergeron here.
I think it's DeJuan Jones.
Damn, Laporta.
So you slide down another 10 picks and pick up another fourth rounder?
Well, or
so Laporta got picked at 88.
Yep.
And we're at 89. So is our offensive tackle who we picked 53. Who'd you pick at 53? You picked 51. You picked Campbell?
I picked Jack Campbell at 51. Or
so who are you going to pick at 89 here?
Do we trade? I don't think we trade. I say we reject the trade. There's too good of talent here. We can get somebody of value. If I do any trade, it's maybe this one, this Kansas City, go back to 6 spots and pick up 122.
Hit accept.
All right.
So who was taken? So go back up and see who was taken at that spot.
Brandon Joseph, Blake Freeland, Ivan Pace Jr.
So all of the guys that we were just talking about are still available, and you picked up an additional pick. So that's a good trade.
Yeah.
And if you pick Campbell at 51, then I think it's got to be offensive line.
We already did offensive line. We did Matthew Bergeron already.
At what number?
Whatever we did it at, 84. And now we got 95.
Got you.
So I say we do is Tua? Is Tua the guy here, people? Or is Zach Kuntz the guy?
No, you already picked a linebacker. So who's the Laporta's gone. Is Luke Musgrave still on the board?
Musgrave has been gone. Been gone.
Is Tucker Kraft still on the board?
He might.
No, Zach Kuntz is right there.
Zach Kuntz is here. Do you guys go Kuntz? Or do you?
How about the kid from Miami, Will Mallory?
See, you can pick him in the later rounds, way later rounds.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and you got Ricky Stromberg here too. I like him.
But you already picked offensive.
I know, but I would love to get 2 big ones. I would say Kuntz is probably my favorite here.
Go back all the way up to the top.
And Weipler. I like Weipler.
There's your pick right there.
What?
Number 70.
Running back out of Texas A&M.
Man, what's his name? McDaniel loves that kid. You know about him?
No, I don't.
Fastest running back in the draft. He's
Is
a 4-3. He's a 4-3 guy.
Is he? He's the fastest in this draft?
He's the fastest running back.
Oh, well, then I know McDaniel's going to take him. So we're going to go here, which means that Dalvin Cook is not coming here, by the way.
I'll accept that, yes.
122. Ricky Stromberg still on the board.
Who's on the board?
A lot of running backs. Chase Brown, Rashawn. We already got the running back, so we're not worried about it. We need a tight end. We need a
Hey.
tight end.
Click on that. We do need a tight end. So is Kuntz your guy here?
Offense, tight end. Kuntz.
We also need a defensive tackle.
Luke Schoonberg. Oh, Luke Schoonberg was available, by the way. My bad. And Kuntz was taken by New England, which I don't think will happen because they got what's his face.
Hit defense. Hit defense.
Yep.
Hit DT.
Byron Young out of Alabama. You want to do that? Will Mallory.
I'm taking Byron.
Huh?
I'm taking Byron Young.
All right, let's go Byron Young.
Is Will Mallory still there?
He is.
Have we taken a tight end?
We have not.
I'm taking Will Mallory.
It's a reach, though, for this at 122.
Yeah, but is there a better tight end available?
No, but I love Bretton Strange, and I think they do too. I don't know if I go Mallory here. I think I'd rather go with what you picked. Who's the guy?
The defensive tackle?
Yeah, Byron Young. I'm going to go Byron Young.
Ooh. Fall.
Well, we might have traded both of our 7th-round picks. We might not get any more picks.
We're
We
done.
didn't get any more picks.
So we're running with the tight ends that we got.
Yeah, I don't think there's a world where we don't pick a tight end in this draft.
So let's look back on this. So is tight end, would tight end, close that. Is tight end, would you prioritize tight end over Byron Young at defensive tackle?
Yeah, 100% I would. I think you're probably right. I don't see any world where we don't go get a tight end in this draft. None. Bad draft TV. Comedy hours here, Gabriel. Okay, that's fair.
Amen.
But I will say if this was our pick, I don't think I'd be upset about it.
I wouldn't be upset with Campbell, Bergeron, or Shane. Byron Young. I think we do need defensive
Solid
tackle
C
depth.
minus. If that's the results, I'm crying. All right, we'll do one more. One more, Baz.
We're killing him slowly, Steven.
I don't care.
It's your show. You do what you want.
I do whatever I want to do. Oh,
No
right.
more mercy. We're
Right,
not
we
taking
got-
that.
Yeah, we're not. Ooh, Jahmyr Gibbs is right here. Go Jahmyr Gibbs, right? Oh, Steve Avila's here, though, too. Or Avila. And Luke Musgrave.
I love Avila. I love Avila. But
Let me ask you guys. All right. If
you
Jahmyr
take
Gibbs,
you take Gibbs all
Avila,
day
and
long.
Musgrave are all available at 51.
Dude, Darnell Washington. So Darnell Washington
Or Darnell Washington, yeah.
is available.
That's all.
John Michael Schmitz is available, who probably fills in a more pressing need than Gibbs or Washington.
What do the Dolphins do here? Everybody, Zachary says Darnell. Epps says Darnell. Washington. All right, we're going Darnell Washington here.
Oh, you made the fans happy there, Steven.
I finally did. Hopefully they'll be happy with this. Pick number 84. Look who's still on the board. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Are you shitting me? You run up there. Run.
Hello.
I'm with Paul Holland. I think you take John Michael Schmitz, no doubt.
All right, what did we get? What did we get so far?
We got a running back and a tight end.
All right, well, we need a
Defensive tackle.
Juice Scruggs. I want to go Juice Scruggs here. Love Juice.
He's your center?
Yes, love, and he can play tackle.
Wait a minute.
I'm going
What?
Juice Scruggs here.
Stevens fall in love fast guy. I can tell.
I do. I love Juice Scruggs. Kid's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm with Noob. Who was the tight end from Alabama that got drafted and played for Tampa Bay, and I think he was a first round draft pick, and he's sucked his whole career.
All right, what do you do here? Last pick. You go linebacker, right? You go best player available.
No, best player available. I don't know.
Jerry, you go
Defensive
safety.
tackle. No, you take the defensive tackle. What's his name?
Ooh, Brenton Strange is here, but we already did tight end. Juice's brother.
What's the kid's name? The defensive tackle.
Silvera. Nesta Jade Silvera out of Arizona State.
Yeah. No,
Right, we'll
what's Brock Martin's deal?
I already drafted him. There we go. I won't endure you guys on any more mock drafts.
It's ugly.
I don't think that's ugly. I think that's a good one.
That's a good draft.
That's a good draft right here.
Right. Darnell Washington.
This is the kind of draft that gets the GM fired. Washington's gonna be a bust, he said.
I think he will too. I'm not high on Washington either.
All right. I won't do any more with you. All right. So ultimately, it's the first round tonight. You know, what do you over under 3 trades in the first round tonight?
Oh, we said 2 in the top 10. I think over.
I think over 2. I think it's even likely you could see 4 or 5 trades tonight. I think that's how big it'll be. I think another thing that you'll also see tonight too is Jahmyr Gibbs will get drafted tonight. Somebody will reach up to go get him in the first round. If he happens, and there's no way I see him getting past Dallas if he's there for Dallas. And somebody will draft into that. Somebody will trade into that final pick. Those are like 3 things I'm convinced tonight. Jahmyr Gibbs will be drafted tonight in the first round. There'll be over 3 trades, and somebody will trade into the last pick. Is there anything that you think will happen tonight?
I think
And
there's a blockbuster trade happening with Baltimore.
So what? Oh, you think Lamar Jackson's gone?
I think Baltimore makes the block. I think he gets moved. Maybe it's Atlanta. Maybe it's San Francisco. Who knows?
You think Baltimore's gone? That's crazy. Okay. We'll have to see. All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers, right here on the Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. We're not going to be doing much of anything tonight. Tomorrow night, though, is going to be fun. Tomorrow night is going to be a good time. Want to remind y'all, tomorrow night, Finn's Tailgate, TD Finn's Talk, Dudley Do Wrong, The Smoke Show, Nando Talk, Jason Sarney, Go Time Dolphins, Dolphins United, Finn's Addict Fury, Larry K, Finn's Nation with Louis Sung from 5 Reasons Sports, The Touchdown with Doug Smith, Locked On Canes, Alex Dono, Dolphins Talk will have Big E and Mike O from Dolphins Talk, Finn's Take with CB83, 305 Sports Babe, Dolph Freaky, Miss Finn's, Finn's Talk Sports Network, the Miami Fan Talk Network, and DSGC will also be hanging out with us too. And there's a couple of other more. And then obviously the beautiful man to the right to me from East 32 Dolphins that I will add in that after I get off here. I didn't even think about it, honestly. So, is that true? Did that happen? I think if this is true, this is breaking news. Is DeAndre?
Did he finally get traded?
I'm looking right now to see if it is.
I want to ask you another question once you stop going over there and in Twitter.
Hopkins. No, I don't see anything yet. Where do you see that, Mr. Miami 305? I don't see it yet.
Let me ask you something. What's New England do with their draft pick?
It's interesting, right? Like, I know they do not like Mac Jones, and they don't like any of the other guys.
Sucks.
Huh?
He's horrible. Why would you like him? He's really bad.
I got you. And Zappy is not the answer. If I was New England's GM, which is Bill Belichick, and I was in love with one of those 4 quarterbacks, and I saw after pick 5 that one of those 4 are still available, I consider trading in to 6 to 10 from 14, right? They're 14 or 15.
16, I think.
Okay. So, I mean, I consider moving up 7 or 8 spots to go get a quarterback. Maybe 9.
If they see Will Levis dropping, if they see CJ Stroud dropping,
they got Belichick would be stupid not to go after him.
I agree. Especially considering the state of the division he's playing in.
100%. And they know that they're behind the 8 ball. They know that they're behind the 8 ball. He says NFL Network's reporting DeAndre Hopkins to Baltimore. All right. Well, I'm waiting for it. We'll see if it happens. I feel like if it's not on Twitter, it's not true. Has to happen on Trevor. Ravens and Cards are working on compensation, Miami Fan Talk Show says. They say it's close to happening. They are working on comp. Well, if that happens, Lamar's staying. They're not getting rid of Lamar. DeAndre Hopkins and Odell Beckham? No way.
Yeah, there's no way they're getting rid of Lamar in that case, right?
Yeah, no way. Lamar stays.
So you got to extend Lamar.
They do, and they will.
Says 2023 third round pick and a 2024 second round pick to the Cardinals. All conjecture. Listen, I'm in the boat where I love to see Lamar get extended. Like, I think he deserves the bag. He's an MVP. He's done all the right things.
Hey, Taylor Lewan, Barstool Sports doing a lot of coverage, has this video clip of Tank, Frank the Tank from Barstool, right? Who's a big Dolphins fan, big Mets fan. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was just shared on Barstool's thing.
That shit was good.
Frank, how are you, buddy?
Terrible. That's the worst team in baseball.
You need a hug? You want a hug? It's going to make it a whole lot better, I promise. Maybe just want to help you out. Just a hug, it'll send you a long way. It's there if you need it.
Are you talking to the Dolphins?
I
need Dolphins for all the climbing.
The Dolphins have called me. Does that make you feel better?
A little bit.
Come on.
The Dolphins have called Taylor Lewan.
You're safe. You're safe. We're going to take care of you the whole day. It's going to be a great draft.
The Mets are one. There's no draft.
There's no draft. Brother, they can trade up, they can trade back, they can trade for something that's already in there. It's a beautiful day.
I love Taylor Lewan,
Come on, baby. Let's have some energy. You got to be nice to the guys that you worry about, all right?
So real quick, Taylor Lewan did say in that the Dolphins have called him. Would you take a flyer on Taylor Lewan?
100%. He's better than Austin Jackson.
I would love Taylor Lewan to come to Miami. Oh my God, would I? I would die.
Who's the tackle they signed last year that was a Super Bowl with Fisher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he got injured.
Mm-hmm.
They were grooming him. Like they were ready to put him in a starting position.
Eric Fisher.
Eric Fisher, who is older than you, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
They were ready to.
Taylor Lewan's had a lot of injury the last few years.
But my point is that so is Eric Fisher, and they were ready to start him at right tackle last year.
Oh man, dude, I would love for Taylor Lewan to come to Miami.
Which it just tells me all this BS that you hear out of Greer about Austin Jackson is just him trying to save face. But in reality, like if they find a better option, they're gonna go get one.
Have to. They have to hop on it, right?
They're gonna go get one.
They have to. Man, I'm excited.
It's like Dre. I am not disagreeing with Dre. I think the Dolphins draft the best center guard available at 51, and I hope it's John Michael Schmitz from Minnesota or the kid from Wisconsin, and they bump Williams over and make Robert Hunt the right tackle.
There you go. Lewan is on record saying he won't play on the right side. He won't play on the right side because he wants to be the blind side for a quarterback. That is what he said, noob. And our quarterback's blind side is the right side. And somebody who's coming off 3 knee injuries in the last 4 years, you shut up and play wherever we tell you to play.
It doesn't work that way, Steven.
Does. Maybe not for him because he can
just
go.
Because Steven
he can do bussing with the boys for the rest of his life and be good. He'll be fun. Cam, your thoughts on all the buzz about Gibbs going to Miami? Do you believe the hype?
I think he's gone way before Dolphins can afford to go get him. I think he's gone before 51, and I think he's gone in the first round. I don't think the Dolphins have what it takes to trade. Like if they find somebody to trade a first-round pick and it doesn't cost them any additional picks from this year's draft, that would be freaking remarkable. Like I would that would be remarkable. But I think the Ashane guy makes more sense. I think he's a better fit. But Gibbs is an outstanding talent for sure. Would I be happy to get him? Absolutely.
Hey, by the way, what did I say? Who knows their stuff? This guy. What did I say? What did I say that the first pick or the first trade would be? What pick?
Oh my God.
Number 3. Adam Schefter retweeting Diana Rossini's tweet from ESPN, which means he's confirmed it, that the Arizona Cardinals are currently mulling trade offers for multiple teams interested moving to the 3rd overall. I am smart. I'm a smart man. Okay.
You're a smart man that just you bought an igloo in Africa too.
I'm a smart man.
He's mulling multiple offers, which means there ain't no gravy left on your biscuit, cuz.
Hey, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Dolphins, let's go.
Oh my!
We're going jumping into number 3. No, I'm just playing. They're not doing it. Miami Fan Talk Show says everyone. Let me have my moment here. Miami Fan Talk Show. Okay, let me have it.
The cap for life. Hopkins ain't coming to Miami. Come on.
Tyreek Hill tweeted, Finns, who are we picking tonight? Does he know that the Dolphins don't have a first-round pick? He should know that, right? Or does he know something we don't know?
I told you earlier, they're going to be ready for a first-round draft, trade up.
I just got a text message with that tweet asking, did Tyreek just snitch on the Dolphins? Oh my goodness. What are you doing tonight? Where are you watching everything?
My house.
I got
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. I have a baseball game at 6 o'clock. So I'll be coaching and I will be on my couch come a little after 7:30.
Noob just flamed you on Twitter, by the way.
Dude, oh yeah, it was good. Here, I'll put it up. I saw it.
You got to put it up.
Did you see the one from the other day that he made?
No, but just the picture you laying in bed is it's beautiful.
Here, I'll play the other one too. God, freaking, notifications. There we go. All right, here we go. Twitter is like getting very frustrating.
Now, do you believe me?
I'm gonna kill that kid. You think he's sleepwalking?
Really?
You're killing me. You are killing me, bro. Oh my goodness. And you missed the one from the other day that he did. That was pretty good too. I'll play that one for you as well. I can't believe you missed that one. By the way, this was a good. This isn't the one I'm talking about when you did this.
That's good stuff.
Hold on, there's one more that you'll like. I can't believe you didn't see that one. Where's it at? Where is it at? Where's that one at? Man. There we go. Here it goes. You're in this too. You're in this one.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
Can't stand dude.
Pretty accurate, Noob.
Make him stop.
Started dancing a little bit.
Bro. Andrevius feels bad. He said, man, I ain't good enough to make a cut, Noob. Yeah, Noob does his thing every day. Shout out to level 2 Noob. He is the man. Love him. Love him. Best tweeter on the planet.
Hell with them Bills fans. Right, Trucker Sean. Right, Trucker Sean. F them Bills fans.
I got no clout in this fan base, Andrevius says. Hey, Lewis. Can you come up for a second, Lewis? I just want to tell you something. Just put it in the chat if you can come up for a second, and I'll send you the link. And we'll end the show with you, Lewis.
Tyreek says he's got inside info.
Who does?
Tyreek.
He said that?
He just tweeted it out. I got inside info.
He is trolling y'all, bro. He is trolling all of us. Tyreek ain't got no inside info. Stop lying to us. Stop
The
lying to
Miami
us.
Dolphins trade Tua and number 51 for Lamar Jackson.
I'm gonna retweet it though, just to say yes. He said, "Yeah, I got a minute." All right, hold on. Let me send this to you. Let me send you the link here, bud. I'm gonna send it to you via text. I want everybody jumping up on the stream. You people. There we go. I just sent it to you. Get up here. He got inside info that nothing is happening. Tyreek is trolling y'all good.
He got inside info.
Noob, you have to do the Wolfpack versus Lewis, the training day. I got cases on all you.
Lewis, let's come up here. Let's talk about your Lightning.
Hey, we just wanted to say that Tampa Bay Lightning suck, and that's how we wanted to end the show today with you.
Is it over?
It's about to be, yeah, man. You got stuff to
No,
do.
No, I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about is the series over?
No, it's not over.
We like toying with teams. All right, that's what we do.
Hey,
We
serious
like to
question
get-
though, Lewis.
Yeah.
Serious question. Your goalie, I cannot pronounce his name, has been
Andre Vasilevsky.
Vasilevsky.
Stop lying. You don't know how to say his name right.
Vasilevsky.
Andrevius gonna call you out if you don't say his name right.
Vasilevsky. Whatever. He
I
has
don't-
been.
I don't know how to spell it. I know how to
He's
say
been
it.
the best goalie on the planet the past 6 years. Has he regressed this year?
He has regressed this year. I think there's been a couple of injuries to him. He's not really healthy. They're not letting the cat out of the bag. But yeah, he's regressed. There's no doubt. He is definitely regressed.
And that's the Achilles heel of that Tampa Bay Lightning team.
Oh,
They're just
absolutely. Listen, goaltending wins in the playoffs. We all know it. And without goaltending, you're not gonna make it all the way. So hopefully the big cat, he pulls through and he gets a little bit better. I still got faith in him, but to answer your question, Cam, yeah, he's definitely regressed.
And Toronto's a good team.
Toronto is a good team. Young, up and coming. You know? Hey, at least we still have the best baseball team in Florida.
Amazing. They're the best baseball team in baseball, period, in my eyes. Although what Houston did, Houston just swept Atlanta and took 2 or 3 out of Tampa on the road.
It was impressive. And that's without a Tuve.
That's pretty impressive.
Miami Fan Talk Show says, "Let's go Panthers." By the way, Miami Fan Talk Show did donate $2 to the channel.
And listen, Bobrovsky last night, he played a whale of a game, man.
He had a whale of a game. If Miami had the number 3 spot, who would we draft?
You don't want to start that because this show is going to go on for another 3 hours talking about how they're going to draft the damn quarterback and trade Tua. Yep. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know about that, fellas. Before I let you go, did Tyreek just say Christian Wilkins is gone? Is Tyreek helping Christian Wilkins pack his bags out of here?
What are you talking about? Let's not start that rumor.
I didn't start it. Tyreek started it.
What did he say? He has inside info. And
he
the
said,
tweet
who are we
said,
picking?
who are we drafting tonight?
That's all I heard. Who we drafting tonight? I thought we didn't have a pick.
Oh, Epps, you donated? I'm sorry, but I didn't see it. Hold on, man. Where did Epps donate?
We don't have a pick tonight.
Well, we're gonna have one once we trade Christian Wilkins, Cam.
I'm trying to find Eps's.
Coming.
Who are we getting? He says, "Hope all is well. Been working on myself."
Shout out to
there
Epps.
you go, Epps. We love
shout
you,
out to
Epps.
Epps.
We miss you, man. Who are we trading for? Who do we want to go get?
Well, it depends what we get for Christian Wilkins. See, I've thrown out the scenario. We're doing all these draft shows and everybody's talking about draft, and we're looking at guys in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, right? If you move up in the 1st round, and again, for whatever player, let's say it's not Christian Wilkins. If Miami moves up in the 1st round, bro, you have your pick. You want to tackle? Go get him. You want a guard? Go get him. You want a tight end? Go get him. You want a running back? Go get him. Everybody will be on the board at that point. So I'm just saying, would you be willing, and before I get out of here, there's a question for you and Cam. You can close out the show with this. If we made a move, what would you do? If the Miami Dolphins are somewhere on the clock tonight in the 1st round, is it tackle, guard, tight end, running back in you guys' opinion? What do we go for?
I think it's for an offensive lineman that they feel that is better than anybody that starts.
That's what we want it to be, Cameron. There is no way.
He asked the question. If they trade up, it would have to be for something like that. It's not going to be for a running back. It's not going to be for a wide receiver, linebacker, cornerback. No.
What makes you think on any level that Greer's going to go after an offensive lineman? Because he's told us we're going with who we got. You think if they trade in the 1st round, it's going to be for an O-lineman? By the way, that's what I'd want it to be for.
But he just asked a question: who would we take if we did? And I said,
I would agree.
I said the only reason he would is if he valued an offensive lineman who could come in and start. Is better than one of his starting 5 now.
Okay, so
absolutely.
Let me put the words like this. I believe that if they do it, Greer will do it for Darnell Washington, Amir Gibbs, Bijan Robinson. If it was me, I'd want who's the offensive tackle that we can go get that can make a difference on this roster. But nothing tells me that they're going to go get an offensive lineman in the first round. Nothing.
Well, but I think we put too much emphasis on Chris Greer. Chris Greer has also
He's the
told us,
GM of course I put emphasis on Chris Greer.
Hold on, but Chris Greer has also said he gets what the coaches want. And if, to Cam's point, what happens if McDaniel's in that room and he says, I identified this lineman, this is who I want. You think Chris Greer is going to be against Coach McDaniel? So we keep putting, oh, well, Christopher Greer is a horrible drafter of offensive linemen. Yeah, but I got faith in McDaniel. And Chris Greer has told us in the past, he's just here to buy the grocery. He doesn't determine what the grocery is. And he leaves that to the head coach. So to Cam's point, I think if we did move up in the first round, I think McDaniel, it would have to be for an offensive lineman. I don't know if it's tackle or guard, but I would just say I agree.
So let me counteract the question on you, gentlemen. If the Dolphins did trade for Darnell Washington, Jahmyr Gibbs, or Bijan Robinson, who, by the way, I think that's a stretch, but if they did, would you be upset with any of those three, or Jack Campbell?
If they traded up for any of those guys, I'd be upset only because it's not at a position in need. Like you can get equally as talented players, maybe, can contribute the way we would need in those rooms, a linebacker or tight end later on in the draft where you're already sitting. Like the only reason I would see the trade up is if someone's going to be an offensive line starter.
So overall, Lewis, do you think the Dolphins make a move tonight?
To be honest, I do. I've been saying it, and I've heard different things.
And you think it'll be for an offensive lineman?
Yes. If we move up in the draft, it's for a lineman. I do believe that.
All right.
And I believe Christian Wilkins is gone. I don't want to see him gone. Again, I do not want to see him gone. I love him. But I really do think if we move up in the first round, I do believe it's a package for Christian Wilkins is involved in that trade.
Real quick side note: if the Ravens get DeAndre Hopkins, which for all intents and purposes sounds like that trade, they're just working on the compensation, and then Baltimore goes out and gets Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs, are they automatic Super Bowl contenders?
Absolutely,
I would agree.
100%.
I would agree.
If they can extend Lamar. All Lamar wants is security, right? He wants his bag, what he's earned. And if they give that to him, look out. The guy's already top 5 quarterback.
If the Ravens end up with Odell Beckham, DeAndre Hopkins, Lamar Jackson, and Bijan Robinson, Super Bowl contenders, like without a doubt. And you have Mark Andrews there too. Super Bowl contenders. It's not even a question.
Why would you be scared if they get D-Hop and Odell Beckham? I thought he can't throw.
Who?
What does it matter?
I never said
Lamar
that.
Jackson.
I never said that. You've never heard those words out of my mouth.
There's people in the chat that said it.
I don't care what they said. Did Stephen D say it? Did CLOCKBLOCKERS say that?
Well, hey.
Did Flip Floppers say that?
I don't know. I would have to go back and check all the streams.
Flip Floppers said it.
Say you're coming on tomorrow night and hanging out with us for a little bit, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Tomorrow's going to be a fun night, man.
It is going to be fun. And tonight, you're not doing that tonight?
Man, I coach at 6 o'clock. My daughter's got Little League games, so I'll do that.
If Miami makes a trade and we're picking, you're not firing up a stream. That's what
we got to get on the stream, bro. If they do your daughter's game, you'll be home by 8 o'clock.
I'll be home by then.
That's a fact.
All right, fire it up. If there's a trade announced, fire it up.
I'll make you a deal. Lewis, if the Dolphins make a trade into the first round, you got to come on with me.
I'm here, man.
All right. If the Dolphins making a trade into and Cameron, you too, you both got to come on with me. That happens.
Hey,
I'll be in front of the TV. Shoot me the link. I'll be there.
All right.
My partner is telling me I got to go, man. So I love you guys.
Go work, Lewis.
Hey, let's go Lightning. All right?
No, let's never say that again on my show, ever. I love you, buddy.
Love you boys, man.
Be good.
Have a good day, Lewis.
All right, Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami fan morning show, Clock Blockers. Final thought of the day, Mr. Cameron.
Final thought of the day. You'll see some action, some trades tonight. NFL draft tonight. It's exciting. Even though the Dolphins don't have a first-round draft pick, who knows? They
At
could
the moment,
could make a move. There could be some moves made.
Tyreek Hill saying that we are. So I think he's messing with us. If Tyreek Hill ends up being right, though, I'll be so upset.
Let me ask you this: over under. The Dolphins have 4 draft picks currently.
Yes.
Do they finish on Saturday with more or less draft picks than 4?
Ooh, really good question, Cameron. All right, let me play this out real quick. If the Dolphins trade up, they got to give up something, right? And you got to think that some draft picks this year are probably part of it. So I would assume that they would be less if that is the case. But they could always trade Cedric Wilson. And there's, if Christian Wilkins does get dealt, I think draft picks are a part of it. I'm going to say more than 4. More than 4 when it's all said and done. Joey, you got to go back and listen to the show today. Go back and listen. We talked all about it, man. Hey, real quick, just a side note. I want you to listen to this. This is Giannis after getting kicked out last night of the playoffs.
I saw it, and it's awesome, and you should play it.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes long. I want to play it real quick for everybody.
It's awesome.
It's
the
really,
best
really
response.
I just asked Bud the exact same question, but I'm curious for you. Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. To work towards a goal is not a failure. It's steps to success, And if you've never, I don't want to make it personal. So there's always steps to it, Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure. That's what you're telling me. I'm answering your question. Yes or no? Okay, exactly. So why are you asking me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports. There's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful. Some days you're not. Some days it's your turn. Some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year, somebody else is gonna win. Simple as that. We're gonna come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits, try to play better, not have a 10-day stretch with playing bad basketball, and hopefully we can win a championship. So 50 years from 1971 to 2021 that we didn't win a championship, it was 50 years of failures. No, it was not. It was steps to it, and we were able to win one. Hopefully we can win another one. Sorry that I didn't want to make it personal because you asked me the same question last year, and last year I was in the right mind space to answer the question back, but I remember it. Next time.
I just had.
First of all, let me just say, best answer I have maybe ever heard from a defeated party in sports ever. Would you agree?
Agreed. The question was a legitimate question, and it got a wonderful response. So as a reporter, as someone in the media, you ask questions to hopefully mine a question, an answer like the one Giannis gave. Mm-hmm. And so, look, it's all over. It's probably got over 1 million views, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone knows who, the Milwaukee reporter Eric is now.
Yes.
Mission accomplished, right?
Yes.
But it also, man, it's one of those rare moments in sports where, you actually can identify with the defeated party in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really brought a whole nother level of respect to Giannis than what we already have as a league MVP, and a great basketball player, but as a human being too, because the restraint, the thought, and the respect that he showed the reporter through his answer is unique nowadays, right?
You don't see it anymore at all. There was posture, and I don't mean, I know this probably gets a negative connotation, but there was posturing, there was thought in his response, and there was respect in his response too, and you don't see that a lot between player and reporter now. You just don't.
So I will say this also, that it was a legitimate question because you're the number one seed in the NBA playoffs. So you're the number one team in the NBA, and the
got picked up by an 8 seed in the first round.
The expectation is that you're going to play for an NBA championship in Milwaukee, right?
Yep.
And that's not only the expectation at the beginning of the playoffs, but the expectation when Giannis was signed. They built around him. They signed Chris Middleton, or traded for Chris Middleton. Everything that they've been developing. But so the fallout now is that you're going to see a coach who's a very good and well-respected coach probably take the fall. You cannot get beat by the number 8 seed.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay.
Here's the reason I brought it up, right? I brought it up because, you know, we do this show every day, Monday through Friday, and it is absolutely amazing from a standpoint of Dolphins fans, and I'm trying to find the right adjective to use. Dolphin fans were a very anguished community for many different reasons, right? And there's a lot of hurt, and there's a lot of, you know, being fed up, and I feel like the fan base is split on a lot of different things. And we had the conversation in this show of, hey, look, if the Dolphins don't make it to a Super Bowl this year, is it a failure? And there's some people that are like, yes, of course it is. And I feel in my heart of hearts that the expectation probably should be AFC Championship game. But to be fair, we haven't even won a playoff game since 2001, something like that, right? So it's been over 20 years since we've won a playoff game. And, you know, I want people to see the Dolphins for what they are, and that is a team that is building and building up for success. You don't have to agree with every move that they make. You don't have to agree with the decision they go in the quarterback room or whatever it might be. But I will say this, and this is why I believe the Dolphins are doing something different, and I have a huge beef with some fans when they say this is the same old thing. The Dolphins are doing the same thing they've done for the last 20 years. Explain to me what the same thing is, because what I've seen in the last 18 to 24 months is not the same thing. It's not. And so everybody's clapping for this answer from Giannis. But some of these same people that are fans of their team are saying if my team doesn't make it to a Super Bowl, it's an ultimate failure.
Well, it is, Stephen. It is. It is a failure in the sense that you didn't reach your goal. Now, is Giannis correct in saying that there's stepping stones? It's a process. You know, absolutely. It is a process. But your goal beginning of the year is always to win the Super Bowl. It's for him to win an NBA championship. So in a small part, it is deemed a failure. And if you don't have that mindset, then you're in the wrong business. Right? Like, if you're not stepping out on the field, if you're not even in life, if you're not doing and putting forward the effort to win and to attain and surpass your goals, then you can deem yourself as a failure in the terms that you didn't meet those goals. Right? And you work harder to meet those goals and smarter to meet those goals and reach those goals.
Yeah, I mean, look, I do hear you on that, and I think it has some validity to it. I personally believe that he made such a valid point that I do want fans to kind of understand that what we're doing right now is building we built a foundation, and now we're starting to build that house that we hope can be something that we can be proud of and look upon on it and be like, oh snap, here's a championship. Look how it took, you know, we did the right stuff. We didn't do it overnight. It took us a while to get there. And not the last since 73, or not even since the last, playoff win of 2000, just the standpoint of this regime, what they've gone through, how they've gone to built about the team. And for me, that I think that if this team wins it all, this is impressive on many different levels, with the quarterback that they have, with the GM that they have, with all the, outside, craziness that's gone on from, getting, losing draft picks because of, talking to players we shouldn't have talked to all the off the field stuff. This will be a beautiful Super Bowl win because of everything that we've gone through. And so I just think that this year I want us to go to the Super Bowl. I think we can go to the Super Bowl, but I also want us to understand that this team is being put together the right way, in my opinion. You might not agree with who the quarterback is, and I know that's a very touchy subject, and I don't want to necessarily get into that. But what I say is the Dolphins are all on the same page. The organization seems to be on the same page, and that makes me happy to know, look, Dolphins are going about it the right way. You agree, disagree?
I do, but but with a caveat, like the goal is to win a championship, and anything short of that is a failure.
All right. Noob says, I'll kill Tua in golf. Bring it.
Hey, Noob. You know what, Noob? Let's do this, man. In July, let's go down to French Lick and play around.
Noob. Look at you. I need pictures. We need pictures. All right. Miami Sports Music's #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Tomorrow is Spread Kindness Friday. Jason Sarney will be here tomorrow. Should be a lot of fun. Tomorrow night we'll be live rounds 2 and 3. It'll be the draft party extravaganza. We are family. All these awesome, amazing Dolphins YouTubers coming on. And if the Dolphins do happen to jump into the first round, we're going to go live tonight, it sounds like. So, be on standby if the Dolphins do make a move. We're going to go live.
I'll be here, bro.
All right, man. You enjoy the show. Hit the like button. Donate to the channel. Help the channel grow. Can't grow without your help, seriously. And it's greatly appreciated anytime you guys do it. And shout out to Solo D for coming on this morning and talking all the crap to the Knicks fans. Knicks suck. They're going to lose in 5 or 6 to the Heat. Himothy Butler is Himmy Butler. Let's go.
Hey, Noob, we'll play Brickyard instead. And y'all, the Marlins first pitch is in 10 minutes. Let's go.
We'll see y'all tomorrow right here on the #1 Miami Fan Morning Show. Clock Blockers. Peace.
Peace.
They say Tua from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows, sit together.